Are we on now?
We are on.
And we're live. You didn't count me down, or maybe I didn't see it, but welcome.
I did.
friend.
You were being awesome.
I ignored you. Oh my God, how rude of me. So, hi, friends.
Hi.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. No, it's not AEW, even though there's an AEW ring behind me. No, it's the Wednesday Night Chaser, episode 1 of your favorite show and mine and your favorite wrestlers' favorite show on the IWC, because we're in the dive bar.
Well,
that's a good shirt.
And if I may, I need to make a disclaimer. Okay. Last stream was a little hurting cats. And that was by
I wasn't the cat.
It wasn't you this time.
It wasn't me.
We were all kind of starstruck to have Justin time with us.
Yes.
And that was a big deal. For those of you that don't know, he's a longtime friend of the show, one of the OGs, and you know, to have him in our studio was like having Michael Cole show up for an interview. So it derailed quickly.
I think it derailed before Justin was here.
Let's be honest. A normal derailment, but between Justin and Chaser producer lady, it was just all over the place. But
yeah.
Now that we've got it out of our system, because every dive bar has a rowdy night, we are back to business, baby.
Yeah. It's weird when I'm not the one that's being hurted. So I guess there's growth, but that doesn't mean we'll be in episode 2. We went back negatives. Yeah. Even one of the brothers in time said so. But you know what?
At 0. It's fine.
We're back at 0. Well, no, we're back at 1. That's a Brian McKnight song. Never mind. I had that song pop in my head. 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, I don't remember the lyrics, but it's Brian McKnight. I do know. It's like back at 1.
The only name of it.
So we're back at 1.
Wrestling promotion.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know if Brian McKnight's a wrestling fan, but I'm just putting it out in the universe. Okay.
Speaking of night,
I'm trying to have crossover.
Well, I'm gonna have a little.
We're trying to appeal to everybody.
Breaking news on our first podcast: Saraya is no longer with AEW.
Well, hold on, dude. You're breaking in news before we get to the normal shit.
No, but
there's lots of.
We have Impact to talk about that.
Oh, I know. Saraya. And to the guy, I mean, it was great that he wanted to give you a platform to wrestle, but let's be real. Once he got his new toy, the CEO, yeah. But anyways, screw that. So, as y'all know, we are the dive bar, the IWC. We do have a favorite game here. It's called What's in Our Glass. And did you, because I saw you just have a glass, what is in your
Well,
glass?
I'm kind of double fisting tonight. I
Okay,
have
we can do that.
my
No judgment.
Ezra Brooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Ezra Brooks if nobody knows what
Oh,
Ezra Brooks
it is
is?
Kentucky straight bourbon.
Oh,
And I
okay.
have Christian Brothers Ruby Port from California, from Amanda's Neck
Yep.
of the Woods.
I know those guys pretty well. Yep, I know those guys pretty well.
I don't like a sweet wine, but I was told here, drink this, and that's kind of a house rule. I have to drink it.
That's a port. You
It is
know what
a.
you might like.
I like a dry red.
Have you tried Pinot Noir?
I like Pinot Gris as a dry.
Okay, you need to, as a red, try, and I'll have to get you some Sonoma Coastal Pinot Noir. It's the best. It is the fucking best, because the way that the fog from the Bay Area kind of goes over into the fields of the grapevines and all that shit, there's just something magical about it, and it's the best. And people in Napa say, "Oh no, our Pinot's bad." No, you can't hold a candle to Sonoma Coastal.
Talk to your
Sorry.
chaser producer lady, because that sort of thing. She is a discerning palate, being from Wisconsin.
Oh yes, I will. So Black Box Tom,
welcome back, biatch.
welcome back. Welcome back. So we're playing What's in Your Glass. What's in your glass? I'm pretty sure I know. But
she just said it.
what
actually, you know what I was going to do for that?
Did you?
I was going to actually throw up a video of Kermit the Frog singing that.
Wow. You know what's
yes,
Kermit the Frog did that was hilarious was when he did Hurt by 9 Inch Nails. That video, intense if you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't, but it's probably funny as hell.
I just changed
it's great
Tom's resolution, so now he looks like a person.
Oh, there you go. Not a black box. There you go. So he's having gin and juice, if you didn't know. And we know what I have. My regular Coke.
What resolution did you change me to?
1920 by 1080.
What is it normally?
I don't know what they're talking about.
1280 by 416.
Yeah,
this is the technical part. If you don't know what they're talking about, just
like
fucking
not
fast
even
forward.
720. So I just made you 4K.
Wow. So now people can see Tom better. Okay. But like I said, guys, it's all about the lighting. It really is.
It really is.
It's really the lighting. And you know what's funny is I had the lighting before I had the microphone. I know we had this conversation. It looks gray with your background.
Turn that light off quick.
So look, I have it in here too, but then I also have purple and pink and peach and all sorts of fun shit. So
her right here, and it's all white. You can blame Hall of Famers and Chaser producer lady, and sometimes Tom. But never Amanda.
She's the
never me. No, never me. Never me. And I am the lucky one.
Well, I have a soft spot for
anyways.
But birthdays.
Yeah. Oh, no. Before we do birthdays, remember, guys, it's not about what you drink. It's about who you're drinking it with. And let's go through some birthdays really quick. There's not a whole bunch of them. Kenta Kobashi. Happy birthday.
Kobashi,
yes,
baby.
I know. Fucking love Kobashi. Oh my God. Great. SoCal Val. I love fucking Val. What has she been doing lately?
I haven't seen her around. No.
Yeah. Interesting. Because I was like, I haven't seen her around.
I don't even see her
so I thought
dates right now.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really, really weird. Mustafa Ali. Happy
President Mustafa Ali.
Oh boy.
Ali. Yep. Umaga. Gotta say happy birthday to Umaga. The Warlord, happy birthday.
Was that Wardlow?
Michael Hayes, huh?
Was that Wardlow?
Not Wardlow, the Warlord.
Oh, Warlord. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, can I say that for?
Michael Hayes.
Let
Michael
me say that for you. Michael
Okay.
P.S. Hayes.
There you go. Happy
Sorry.
birthday. Another great happy birthday is the father of probably one of the most creative minds, most creative minds in wrestling. I'm talking about Bray Wyatt. So happy birthday, Mike Rotunda.
Happy
If you don't know, it's IRS.
Happy birthday,
So
brother.
yes, drink to that.
IRS
Okay.
win. Hall of Fame, bitch.
Uh,
You can put in Lex Luger.
all right.
You can put in IRS.
He should have been. He should have been. He really should have been. There is a lovely indie wrestler in the UK by the name of Sadie Gibbs. Happy birthday.
Sadie Gibbs is awesome.
Mhm. Remember that failed experiment that they had on
Isn't
AEW
Echo.
has a lot of failed experiments.
That's
But that failed experiment that they had with it was when Ethan Page was tagging with Scorpio Sky and they had that guy with them.
yeah, who just
That's like a copycat fucking
I don't remember
what's his
who that
face?
is. That tells you. I remember two, but not three. You know what I mean?
Dan, was it Dan? His name was Dan something. Hold on, I gotta
Oh man. The
I don't
echo
know.
is that Amanda's audio is coming through her Amazon Echo.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll get rid of it. Hold on.
No, adjust your
Hold
gate.
on.
That's all. Adjust your gate just a touch up.
I was just wondering what
I
it
don't
was.
know.
How about
Oh no,
I
sorry.
adjust your gate while you're talking? You do you. I got you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm looking up that guy's name and Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert.
Oh,
That's who it
and
was.
the guy was like a great heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had that staple of the MMA people. So one
Yeah.
of them is
Fuck
having a
this window,
birthday.
can I-
Paige
can I
Van
have
Zandt.
this? Blah, blah,
Paige
blah.
Van Zandt. I love Paige.
Mhm.
She's such a sweet lady.
Yes. Yes. So happy birthday. I just, for those who, wanted a background, because a lot of people would be like, who the hell is that? But if you know, but I like to call that one of the failed experiments of AEW. He is a poor man's Pat McAfee.
But more charismatic when given the opportunity.
Yes. Yes. I will agree.
Yeah. Tom is our Pat
Zach.
McAfee.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Good
I
God.
I don't know. Last week, I would have said that Tom was Booker T.
No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
No?
I like to think of him as like a Corey Graves, but you can understand.
No. That, yeah. Yeah.
That was just
ish.
mean. Corey.
What? But based on last week's episode 1 or episode negative, whatever it was.
Hey, Tom.
What?
It was the shucky ducky quack quack of episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Zach Gowen. I know a lot of you don't know who that is, but
I do.
One of the handicap heroes. I do. Happy birthday. He also was on American Ninja Warrior too. Did pretty well. Yeah.
That
surprisingly.
was nuts.
Oh, I know. Totally nuts. Logan Paul. Happy birthday.
Dude, give it look. Logan Paul might be a terrible human being, but in terms of kicking in that ring, he's a fucking natural.
Yeah. And I will just say this. I think to me, one of the most amazing things I've ever seen was that spot he did with Ricochet.
Oh, where they like collided in the middle of the fucking ring?
Yeah. Because if you get any of those the other flippy shit guys, I can tell you, Ospreay couldn't have done it. Sammy Guevara couldn't have done it. A lot of them. They could not have done it. That was the only one.
WrestleMania match between him and AJ Styles. Like, fuck me, dude. Talk about a guy to work with.
Oh, I know. That'll be really good. Hope fucking AJ whoops that ass. one of the biggest thighs in wrestling. Happy birthday, Randy Orton. His thighs scare me.
No,
I'm
no, no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
lie.
46 now, 47.
47 years
He's
old.
45. He's
45.
45. Yes.
Great fucking shape. He is stalked by many women around the world, especially from Waterloo, Iowa.
I've been to Waterloo, Iowa.
There's nothing
never mind.
there. No, no, no. She
I
gets
saw
a shout
Revolver
out.
there. I saw Revolver in Waterloo, Iowa.
The fact that anybody knows where Waterloo, Iowa is astonishing to me.
Well, especially a person like me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew because we watched wrestling there. It was a really great card on that card. But
like,
anyways,
I'm making reference to one of Tom's chatters. I've known her for almost as long as I've known him, and she has been a diehard Orton fan forever.
I don't. I will say this. I don't get the appeal of Randy Orton.
He's got that bad boy thing going on.
No, but there's other bad boys that are a little bit better. He would be on the and this is a teaser for the episode I will be doing with the Chaser producer lady.
The
Randy
undead
Orton,
bride known as Winter.
Yep. There you go. Randy Orton. No, but it's like Asian person.
Fair enough.
But what he lacks there, you can tell something's. Yeah.
Oh
anyways,
my God, here we go.
I'm gonna stop.
No,
okay,
no, no.
I'm gonna
That's
stop.
for the ladies'
And
cast.
then I'm gonna stop. Yeah, that's for the ladies one. I'm giving you guys a teaser.
Hey, Winter.
Tune in,
We're
and you
gonna
can
call
hear
it the
what I
Pink
was trying to say.
Chaser.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, she's already yelling at me.
Yeah, she's actually
Or
like,
Peaches.
just clicked the
It has
chat.
to do with Peaches. That's the Peaches edition.
Oh,
And you know the Peaches edition of the Chaser? It has to be Peaches because that's what we're talking
leave
about.
me alone, Tom.
We oh, producer lady. Okay. Yes. Okay, producer lady. But producer lady, I think we should call it the Peaches Show. And producer lady and I did say when we talked about this, it's going to be equal opportunity. So we're going to talk about women too. So no butts are.
Can we call it the Peach Schnapps? I feel like that's adequate.
The Peach Schnapps Chaser?
Or just the Peach Schnapps. Just make it
Are
its
you
own
drinking
segment.
that? Are you drinking that or something?
No, no.
You know, I really honestly, yeah.
I know.
Because we're chasing peaches. We're chasing peaches.
The Peach Chaser. I like that.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that. Yeah, we're chasing peaches. Because in order to chase a peach, what are you looking at? You're looking at them from behind.
Ever.
Look,
ladies, you handled that. Sorry, I interrupted the birthdays.
Okay, that's okay. No. One of my favorite best friends is celebrating a birthday, and I really hope he comes back soon. Fucking Trent Beretta. Happy birthday!
Beretta is amazing.
I love him. I do. That's my heavyweight Trent right there.
Like the white
Fucking
a little bit, yeah. Like Trent Beretta, he will never be like mainline title holder, but I do feel like, you know, if you want a tag team, give him anyone and he'll make it work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I even like that little run that he was doing by himself.
Yeah.
And the whole thing he did with I almost just said Dustin, but you guys wouldn't know. Dustin and Greg, you know, fucking yeah, I know Dustin. Everyone knows who Dustin and Greg are. Because why am I fucking Chuck Taylor? God damn it. Tom, yeah, lamest name ever.
What do you think of Trent Beretta as a TNA fan?
I was never a big fan of Trent Beretta, to be honest with you.
Do you have anything positive to say about him, you miserable dick?
I mean, I've met him. He's a nice guy. Outside of that, I mean, I'm not saying he has no talent or anything. He's not the greatest. He's not the worst, but I mean,
he's a nice guy. That's something really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we like hearing Trent Beretta is not a dick. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he's not a dick.
I could have told you guys
I've
that.
met him a couple times.
That's cool.
One thing with Trent Beretta, have you seen his work in New Japan with Rocky Romero? Fucking Roppongi Vice, that's my shit.
Roppongi Vice.
They were such a great tag team.
We have to
that was amazing.
a New Japan watch along with the three of us.
Yeah, we should. We should.
Or
pick some
rather,
matches.
a Noah. I think Noah would be better.
Nowhere too, because you got to have some Marufuji in there.
I was also told that Japan's not even worth watching anymore.
Yeah, that's why I went. Oh wait, Noah.
Yeah, but you also have to be selective in what New Japan you do watch, because there are some really good ones. There's some good ones.
Stream the climax and everything, but everybody was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
So I stopped. I was like, "I'm just not going to do it then."
I do think we need to see Murder Grandpa in a wrestling match where he pulled the handgun on him in the train. We need to.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, did you also know that Murder Grandpa is wrestling Yoshiko? I think that's how you pronounce her name. Yes. I'm like, what the hell? That DDT show just got fucking a lot better to me. I was like, yes, I'm going to see Takeshita. I'm going to see Takeshita, and I'm going to see Murder Grandpa wrestle.
Now, explain to Tom, do you know who Murder Grandpa is?
Nope.
Amanda?
Minoru Suzuki. He is in his...
The weird haircut guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Suzuki-gun, yes.
I know him as that. I love that guy's my favorite over there in Japan. I think he's awesome.
The only guy next to Arn Anderson who has ever pulled out a gun for any reason in a wrestling issue.
Yeah. He's scary. He's fucking legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the chest! Holy shit.
He is scary. Okay. When I met him, I don't know about that. When I met him,
he could be my
like
grandpa.
He smiled at me, and I was very nervous. I'm like, oh my god, it's scary. I
bet you.
But
grandkids galore, and they fucking love him.
Yeah. People love Minoru Suzuki. So we'll have to watch a Suzuki match, because, obviously Tom needs to see a proper Kaze ni Nare fucking entrance. So,
he makes me laugh my ass off. I'm sorry.
Did you ever see
Murder Grandpa's great?
All right. Remind me, Tom, Razor Ramon. Amanda, please continue.
We have one more birthday that I would like. I saved this person for last.
Okay, fair enough.
Because she deserves it.
Okay.
Congratulations and happy birthday to the NXT Women's Champion / North American Champion, Stephanie Vicker. Happy birthday. She turns 32. 32.
Wow.
32? I mean,
and she doesn't even look it.
I will say it is my request as a producer that you ladies must rate Stephanie Vicker, because my God.
Oh no, she's on there. Julia's on there. Julia Hart is there. Yeah.
Jaw?
Mm-hmm.
Jaw. Okay. All right. Tom, you're supposed to remind me of something.
Razor Ramon.
Okay.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Everybody, we love you. Happy birthday.
All right. Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon is a comedic actor who they refer to him as the hard gay. That's what he's referred to as. It's a thing. He wears black leather and Amanda went black box. He wears a lot of like male dominatrix like leather stuff, and he goes around and does really overtly gay things to people.
Oh God.
Does he wear like the tax man in the Village People? Is that like his kind of style?
Where he's like, woo!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get it.
That dude interacting with professional Japanese wrestlers is a thing of glory and confusion on levels we haven't seen since Police Academy. So
those movies are classic.
Right? But you don't have to be black box anymore. I'm just saying Japanese culture is
I'm black
there.
You want to know why I'm blackboxing? Is because I'm eating dinner.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What are
Yes.
you having?
So,
I'm having a Trader Joe's onion and ham tart.
oh,
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
had that.
I'm very hold on.
I keep checking
Hold
the
on.
YouTube chat.
I'm very
'cause
highbrow.
sometimes it's
My
stupid.
little thing.
Bougie.
But it's messy. It's very bougie. It's messy, so that's why I
Oh,
blackbox. So
yeah, because
no.
that would be rough.
It'd be all "Ugh," and then they're like, what the
And then
hell?
I'd have to
Yeah.
screenshot you, and it would be on a highlight
Mhm.
reel. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. That'd be like in the blooper reel. Like, oh yeah.
It
lu- lu-
would
lu."
be a blooper
Okay.
reel. So
Yeah. So lots of news. Lots
since
of
I
wrong
brought it up,
news.
let's start with Soraya.
Okay. You do?
If you were
Blah
not aware,
blah blah.
no,
Whatever.
no. This is
No.
important. Soraya has, on her first podcast episode, has just acknowledged that she is no longer under contract with AEW. So, and this is part of the discussion I want to bring up, is that now that she's been, end quote, cleared for ring, has proven that she's in the ring, do you think she'll go back to WWE for at least like a Royal Rumble?
Oh, I think she's gonna go
Mhm.
back there full time at some point.
Mhm.
Especially since she's not with her boyfriend or whoever he was now.
Oh,
She's definitely going back there, man.
as long as nobody
You
jerks
think
off on the
she?
women's title.
Do you
Yeah.
think she's actually going to admit that like anything bad about AEW, especially the drama backstage?
I think it'll be one of those like insinuated tell-alls. You know, like Cody Rhodes has hinted at a few things, Sean Spears, Ricky Saints, everybody who was there
Okay.
has
Ricky has not said anything. I'm gonna correct you
he
on that.
no
Not yet.
he
Not
has
yet.
not said anything specific, but it has been alluded to, and that's kind of what former people from over there have been doing about a shit work environment. It's Julius
Cairo.
Cairo, brother, big
But
hearts.
here for you because I have the animation. There you go.
Yay!
Yay.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
Ricky's alluded to it once, but here's the thing now, and they were trying to. We'll talk about Ricky later. So
right.
go on,
Well, I
please.
mean, it's still in the same vein because you know you had that whole deal with Sean Spears on NXT where it
Mhm.
was the "oh wait, you burned those bridges" sort of line. They
Mhm.
talked about their time, you know, over there. And it's been, God damn it, stop giving us bits, Cairo. We love you, but don't do that. You don't have to do that.
How's a bit?
A bit is a Twitch currency, and I know he's supporting us, and I love him to death for it, but I feel bad every time he donates.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't know how to handle the idea of
Wait,
somebody
is that like Bitcoin or something?
No, I do what I want. Oh God, you're a strong, independent black woman. Don't need no man. I get you.
Ay.
But it's like everybody who was over there, like Ethan Page, did a little bit. They're not being overt, and I like that. It's classy. I'm a grown
Ooh.
ass man.
Ooh, there was an announcement 49 minutes ago.
Oh, what do we got?
This is the first match of Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 8. And the first match they announced is Natty Neidhart versus Miyu Yamashita.
Yeah, Natty's she's gonna be doing more work outside of WWE more than anything.
Well, this one is very WWE heavy on this particular show.
I feel like though this is that woman's match you want to watch because Natty Neidhart is 100% Hall of Fame. You know, not just for what she does inside the ring, putting people over, teaching people in ring lessons, but outside of that, she has trained people from multiple companies. And those are your stars. Those are the ones. Like, you want to know why Jade Cargill got better?
Natty.
You know, there's hell, Ricky Starks got better with his finisher because of Natty Neidhart.
Mhm.
Like, if that's
Everybody loves
if
Natty.
she's amazing, dude.
But
Like,
isn't his finisher like part of it's a spear?
I explain the finisher he's using.
Oh, the
Anything Ricky
Rochambeau?
Saints, yeah, explain the Rochambeau to Tom.
Okay,
I probably have
basically the
seen it, but
Rochambeau.
I just remember seeing him doing the spear and then something else in AEW.
Yeah.
Well, he does well. I've seen him. You know, he'll really like wildly spear somebody, and then whatever. He doesn't have a submission. But his Rochambeau is basically he'll take the person, and he basically will kind of put him on his shoulder and back. Most of the time, in the case of Ridge Holland, he was so fucking big and just didn't want to fucking work. So it was bad because Ricky couldn't lift him, and people were like, oh, Ricky fucking junior heavyweight there, and I'm like, no, but he like basically he'll do this, and he does kind of like a I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
Like, I kind of think of it like an Oshigoroshi with a neck breaker.
Yeah. It looks smooth when it's done correctly. One of the best ones I've seen. It was him and Jay Lethal.
Holland. Jay Lethal, dude.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah.
Jay Lethal.
Oh yeah, that. Okay, I just watched it on YouTube. I've seen that. Yeah, I just think that was it. Okay.
When it's not Ridge
it's like
Holland,
a dominator. It's like a dominator.
Yes.
A running dominator. That's what it is.
Right.
Okay. I know.
I love the move. Like I just don't like Ridge Holland being a dickhole.
I know he was a total dickhole that whole time. The whole time. But anyways.
Even the ref was giving him shit. Ref was like, stop it,
I know.
fucker.
Dumbass. It's like, yeah, you're lucky, dude. Because wasn't he the one, Tom, that injured Big E?
Ridge Holland? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be lucky that you're actually still wrestling on
lucky
TV.
The fans haven't fucking killed him yet.
Exactly. Because Big E is so beloved, and you just took his career away. Holy shit.
I think he was told he can actually, well, not right now, but I think he's obviously still dealing. But he can go back to wrestling, but if he's smart, he won't.
Yeah, because I know he's updated that his neck is getting better. He's been doing the stem cell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That has helped his neck, much like it did with Shawn Michaels and his hips.
I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Like, he's a great manager, though. He's a great commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of fucking Booker T. Put his ass up there.
Yeah, please get rid of Booker T. But anyways, we'll talk about that a little later. But going back to Bloodsport, I'm really curious because the lineup is kind of insane.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Carmen Petrovic from NXT.
Carmen is good.
Jonathan Gresham.
John Gresham, I'm here for it.
Yep. Miyu Yamashita obviously is wrestling Natty. One of our favorites over here. Willis! What up, Bruvs and Amanda? Okay, I'll come back to what I was going to say about the Bruvs thing. Hold on.
Okay.
We've got Toothless Timmy Thatcher, a favorite of some of the people here at the Dive Bar.
Old school.
Timmy. Old school. Very old school. Shinya Aoki. I don't know who that is.
Whoa.
I have no clue.
Shinya Aoki is one of those people that you need to take it in the frame of everything the Bullet Club was prior to the Jay White era. Sense of style. Worth watching.
Got it. Okay. Pete Dunne, obviously.
Love me some Pete Dunne.
Yep. Karrion Kross.
I just can't stand his freaking finger spread shit.
Yeah, Karrion Kross has been putting out a lot of social media about this.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm looking forward. Who's he versus?
I don't know yet because Barnett just started announcing things because he just announced Natty about 48 minutes ago, 49 minutes ago.
I promise you, the Karrion Kross thing, his opponent is gonna blow your fucking mind. Kross likes to put out little hints for those of you that don't know about what he's up to.
Mm-hmm. Has he put hints about this one?
Yes, he has.
Oh, I should go look at it.
Yeah, Chris has been very good about that.
I have to take a look because I'll tell you why. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a good lead in. So X, Twitter. I never see people I follow's posts, but yet the fuck am I seeing fucking Ocean Spray? And he's blocked on my end. He's blocked me. But how the fuck am I seeing his shit all the time? What the fuck? Oh, I don't give a fuck. TV was greater. I bet you had that better ready. But I blocked him. Blocked him. Okay. And then same thing is happening with Instagram. Today, this fucking ugly ass picture of him, and it's like someone you should follow. I'm all fuck that. You don't know me, Instagram. Fail. Someone I should follow. Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, but anyway,
you got main screen billing for your moment of zen.
There you go. I got main screen billing. That's amazing. Thank you.
No, what I was trying to get at is he's usually opening for either Collision or Dynamite, and he wasn't actually at all tonight. Did not see him.
That's surprising.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope he got a dick injury. I feel like, you know, he deserves it because he's such a dick. Yeah. Tom's taking a swig. I've done my job.
Okay, I'm like right now, like looking at Cross's thing because I want to see if there's a hint. I don't see anything.
There is a hint. It's buried a little bit, but there is a hint. I follow him. He follows me. I'm very adoring of his work.
Same here. Same here.
Like, one of the things that people need to understand, he doesn't need to wrestle because he is the devil that you know. He is the master manipulator, and this is going to play into something later. But if you're not following Karrion Kross, you are doing yourself a disservice.
He's amazing.
Did you have everybody's tweets actually show up on your phone when they say something, don't you?
I mean, I'm very selective about it because I feel like there are a lot of underrated professionals that need the attention.
Right, yeah.
Karrion Kross needs to get a fucking title.
It's a wonder why I don't see it all the time. Because
did you figure it out?
I think I know.
Are you excited as I am?
If it's Zack Sabre Jr.
Wait, what's going on here?
Oh my god!
For this
fucking great match.
For
already.
This paper, it's not a paper for this show, this indie show for the benefit.
Right.
It is shaping up to Zack Sabre Jr. versus Karrion Kross.
Bloodsport. That's not a benefit. It's a Bloodsport. Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yes.
No, it's a benefit.
I'm excited. It's a bit. Well, it is. Yeah, it is. But I am excited because have never gone to Bloodsport. So I am so fucking excited with this one. And you know what? Goddamn fucking Kross. You and fucking Zach need to do that shit early because I got to bounce. I got to go see Mark.
Well,
so
Zack Sabre
priorities
Jr. versus Karrion Kross. This is the match you motherfuckers didn't know you needed to see. This is it.
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I was really getting nervous about I don't want to see Gresham and fucking Zack Sabre Jr. again. I don't. And the problem why I don't want to see it is exactly why I don't like Jonathan Gresham. He's not believable. He's too small. Dude, I'm a small well, not small.
You're an Asian. Okay.
I have T-Rex arms. I got little legs. And when you're fucking trying to give someone like an octopus, like the size of like Gunther, okay, because I've seen him try to do that, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right.
That also plays in, I feel like, to his line of, while in most cases he's believable, that it is what they refer to as, well, he's going for it. That doesn't mean he's going to get it. Kind of an old school vibe. Like, Tom can tell you, by experience. how often in the old days did you see that guy try to put on the submission that he couldn't do it because the dude was fucking huge?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
even
Oh, yeah,
then,
definitely.
though,
Hold
Sorry,
on.
I was
even
checking something on my email, man. Hold on.
Okay. Well,
okay.
go ahead, Amanda.
Well, I was saying, oh yeah, I was saying, but even a normal sized person, it doesn't look good.
I feel like he's better designed to be that strongman versus the X Division cruiserweight kind of line. Anything under 210.
Okay, who
Yeah,
you
but
talking about now?
he,
Okay.
Jonathan Gresham,
Oh,
Tom.
okay.
but he,
The old school, the guy is so used to giving the guy the finisher, but they're too big for him,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. And the commentators generally refer to it as this is a habit of his moveset.
Mm-hmm.
That used to happen a lot, right?
Oh, definitely.
And that's kind of, I feel like, the way he's being portrayed. And it's sort of leaning into his evolution in the same way that we had Courtney Rush turn to Rosemary, the Bunny Slayer to the Bunny Alley,
Yep.
or
also,
Jessica,
I was also saying that even normal sized people, it doesn't look good. You
Oh,
know, it
and
it just doesn't. Like I've seen, I'm sorry. I'm very I lean toward ZSJ. I do.
yeah,
I'm like,
Like watching Bret Hart
I'll
with
give.
the sharpshooter on Yokozuna at WrestleMania 9.
that was fucking atrocious. That was the worst
Mhm.
sharpshooter in history.
Sorry, man, I had to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was ugly. But yeah, no. So I mean, I'm wondering who's gonna wrestle Barnett.
Josh
Who's
Barnett,
going?
as a whole, if they're smart, they're going to put him with somebody versatile so he can work many different angles.
Do you see him now? Another name that I did not mention yet.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Kidd.
That's a name
Gabe
I haven't
Kidd.
heard in a while.
I
Tom,
haven't
are
heard
you
that name in
familiar?
I haven't heard that name in the longest time.
Yeah, Gabe Kidd.
Oh, that's Mr. New Japan. He's been all everywhere lately. Yeah.
I
Especially
know.
I
after
know who he
Omega,
is.
the
I
match with
haven't heard
Omega.
that name in the longest time.
I know in the UK he's been on the same card as Session Moth Martina.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And he's been doing more. That I think his New Japan contract is either, I don't think it's up, but it's very, very, it's not
close to.
really restrictive. Let's
Yeah.
just say. Same with Zack Sabre Jr. Not as restrictive. But I think like ever since that match with Kenny, I mean his stock totally rose. Now what I'm waiting for is Windy City Riot for New Japan, which actually also, guys, might be a good one to read. The last match of Hiroshi Tanahashi in the United States.
Hey,
So that's going to be very bittersweet.
Really it is, because we are missing out on a legitimate generational talent, I feel like.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we're going to see the rematch of Gabe Kidd versus uh, Tomohiro Ishii. And I will tell you, because I saw the first one, San Jose, that match was fucking brutal, but it was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Like Willis and I, we went to that show because that was his Christmas present for me. And we were just like, fuck. Like, I was like so impressed with Gabe Kidd. I'm like, fan club.
Willis
Now
is, for those of you who don't know, Willis is Amanda's wrestling buddy and cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of his purpose beyond making weird commentary in our chat, because
Talking about Willis, I'm Mickey Waffles.
Yeah,
he likes to. Yeah,
he likes to troll Amanda.
He does like to troll me. He does. God
You're
damn
a troll
it.
too.
And I'm not a troll.
Yes, you
How
are.
Am I? How am I a troll? Give me an example.
Dude, this is why I was an absolute Mark fan for you, because you were a troll. You said shit that pissed people off. You didn't fucking care about the ramifications. And then when people said shit to you, You were
Yes.
like a mocking dick face to them. And this is why I love you. This is why I volunteered for
True.
this job.
True. So you want to know who's one of those ones? Jonathan
Mm.
Gresham.
I
Thank you.
love, look, I give
Yeah. See,
Jonathan
I mean that
Gresham so
it is what
much
it is.
props. Well, I feel like,
I mean, I'll give him some flowers. Yeah, but it's not like, dude,
he's
you're not
not
the
top
best.
of the card. He's not.
No,
Like, he
no.
could be if he
I
changed his moveset, I feel like.
I think a little bit. Now, would he be able to go toe to toe with Danielson? No, no. Mm.
No, I
So,
don't even think
but
he
that's
could go
just
toe to toe with Danhausen.
well,
Like,
I know him and ZSJ. It just didn't look right because
no.
DSJ is so lanky.
And
But anyways,
I'm
I'm
gonna
curious
die
to
on that
see.
hill. Y'all overlook Danhausen's capability to work the ring, and y'all just see him for the comedy. I'm gonna die on that hill.
You know what, with Danhausen, I don't get it. That's why
You don't get
it's
the
not the
gimmick.
comedy
Is he
or
just on
anything.
Ring of
I
Honor
just don't
now?
get it.
He's mostly Ring of Honor now.
That's why I haven't seen him. Okay.
He's taken up the main roster, and like what he does, AEW use him as just a comedy act, but a lot of his independent dates, dude, he can fucking go.
Mhm.
And it's embarrassing they didn't use him to be both, in the similar way of what Colt used to be.
Mhm.
Like, he still runs that and his wife is way above his fucking pay grade by like a lot as a burlesque dancer.
Who is this wife? I've tried to put her up before, but I think
Uh, I can't remember on the top of her head, but it's way above his fucking pay grade regardless.
Mhm.
But he's one of those dudes that he emphasizes the old school sense of keeping it kayfabe even when he's in public. And
Lauren Giles.
yeah, dude, get a picture of her, you'll understand why it's above his pay grade.
And of course she's Canadian. Why wouldn't she be?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna import goods, you might as well do it right.
You obviously did something right together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a
See
great
what I
tweet from
mean?
Janela.
What did
Fightful.
Joey say?
He said, Fightful posted, would you want to see AEW Dark return?
Nope.
Janela, yes, and let me book it.
Yes.
The matches I saw when I went to, what was it, Dynamite Live, I think it was.
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, seriously, like 3-minute matches.
Joey likes to put on like storyline shit and not just, it's not just the wrestling because Joey understands how it works.
Oh no, yeah, right, definitely. I was just so shocked. It was so short. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to share something with y'all. Okay, if you happen to be in Vegas Mania weekend,
yes,
on Thursday at 4:30 p.m., there's a show where Jonathan Gresham is wrestling, and he's wrestling, I think, one of the most underrated talents in the Bay Area, Alpha fucking Zoe. And for Willis will agree with me, big fingers to you, West Coast Pro. He should be your champion. That man has fucking worked the last couple of years. Worked, and he's fucking great.
Alpha Zoe is great, but he's not great. He's great with a lowercase g. He can be great with a capital G, but I think
they just don't give him the bookings for it.
I don't even think it's the bookings. I think it's the moveset. He needs to tweak it a little. He's
been tweaking it a little.
Yeah, he needs that umph. Like if it wasn't.
I was going to say no, real quick. I wonder if, how Gresham's acting right now, considering Grace's schedule got picked up big time. Like it's not normal like it used to be.
Yeah, that's changed a lot of his indie bookings, but they don't have kids; they have puppies.
Oh, okay, easy enough.
So they can do it a little different, and like
I mean, obviously she's going to be on the road a lot more, but I'm sure he'll be on the road with her as well. I'm sure.
I like Jordan Grace in NXT, and I know that's kind of a hot take.
It seems like it's the place for her.
Right. This is that spot she can do so much and has done so much in a similar vein of a Beth Phoenix, not a China, but more of a Beth Phoenix. Like they're kind of rebuilding that kick, and I love it. You know, Tom will tell you for the longest time I wouldn't show up for NXT. Now I sit there as I'm a dumbass and forgot to log in. Because I like NXT now. Hey, I'm sorry. It's nothing I can do about it. I'm lazy.
Should we even get into the TNA talk?
Oh no, TNA
we're
is
getting there
on our list.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting
too happy
there.
about it.
We are getting there. Well, I know, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Trust
we're
me.
Getting there. Yeah, that's coming.
Trust me,
But,
bro. We got feelings on this one.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see who Pete Dunne is going to be wrestling.
I don't think it fucking matters. Pete Dunne is
I would actually like to see him and Jonathan Gresham, two little men.
That would be so good. It's like the Battle of the Midgets, but less Dylan Postal.
Move. Oh my God, get rid of that move.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like
breaking fingers.
It's like
little
that movie
limbs.
it's as bad as watching somebody do the pounce.
I would like to see Jonathan Gresham change his finisher to the Steiner recliner. I feel like his size would lend to that because being so short, it's harder to kick out of, and it would lean more to his size. Like the rest of the shit is power moves. Cool.
Yeah.
But that would be the submission I would go with as a variation of the Steiner recliner.
Yeah. That would be.
Think about it, Tom.
I'm trying to picture it right now. You got to go on the roids to do that.
And, I mean, he's already jacked.
I was thinking about Steiner.
Oh, well, I mean, that would also require that Jonathan Gresham learn math. But
Steiner math? Oh my God, I could never even repeat that shit to you like how he put it.
What's worse about Steiner math, I found out it's fucking accurate.
How?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about math.
I don't want to talk about it either, but still, like,
I know, wrong Asian type. Got it.
That just makes zero sense.
You would think it doesn't, but apparently there is some realm of math that it makes sense.
All right, don't even try and explain it, dude. I took basic math my whole life.
Yeah, Amanda's like, I'm not that Asian. Bye.
Nope. No way, Jose.
No, I didn't take algebra or any of that crap.
I took a lot of math.
I know the basics and stuff like that, but I can get through life with it. But don't ask me everything else.
Well, and that's kind of why, like, I'm pushing the John Gresham thought, because this is a guy that has every capability. He can cut a promo. He can work a ring, but I feel like his moveset is what holds him back.
Yeah, didn't he do in TNA? He did that stupid mist shit from his mouth.
He tried to go.
I was like, dude, I don't understand this at all. I mean, the mist is one thing, but you're just sticking it from your hand under somebody's face. I'm like,
he's trying to go in the same vein of popular Japanese wrestlers, and I feel like that also he is seeking retribution in the wrong places. He needs to go.
He stopped doing it too, by the way.
Yeah, he needs to learn. Like, I feel like if he hung out with the Knights a little bit, they would unfuck him, because he should be using a more Pete Dunne style, because Pete Dunne has T-Rex arms. That's why his moveset is very centric to the lower body or something small, not something that accentuates his size. It makes you forget it. Like his finger breaky, which isn't really finger breaky shit, but it definitely looks like a paper cut that fucking hurts.
Callahan does that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, no way. That's like the worst thing ever.
Callahan does a bunch of shit. Like, there's a Renaissance man right there that has changed the indies forever, and people will never give him his flowers for it. Come on, Amanda, you can come back for this one.
Okay, hold on.
Like, Wrestling Revolt as that place where these individuals, everybody who's done a Wrestling Revolver show has come out for the better. And that has changed, I think, the game, because he has made performers better. No matter who you pick, after a Revolver show, they always seem a touch more polished. They seem a much more accurate. Their moveset adjusts just a little. And I feel like that's Sami Callihan doing it. Because he's a veteran. People can talk shit. There's a reason he's a fucking draw, because no matter what he does, you still want to watch to see what he will do next, and he never crosses the line.
You know what I miss with him? Ohio versus everything.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that.
That was so good.
Well, there's certain people we don't miss from that.
Right. But we're not talking about them.
I mean, that guy was a jerk. That guy was. Oh, no. But
Sammy's fucking amazing.
I know. I'm not saying Sami. Other people. And it's unfortunate that that weirdo, well, not weirdo, but that dude's brother got fucked because of it. Sure. That's not right.
True.
Yeah. It's like everyone knew fucking dude was a fucking creep.
Wait,
duh.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I really actually don't even remember, but they were having I think it was a tag match or something, and I think it was Callahan's TNA debut when he came out to help them, or a return.
Yeah, it was his return.
Okay, I can't remember.
He'd done a little beforehand and got over really hard, but then took a step back and went mostly the indies.
Right, yeah. I saw him come out, I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
here we go.
And he was building Revolver at the time, which has become that show that you will see matches that aren't awesome on paper, but when you watch them, Amanda, you've been to wrestling Revolver shows, right?
I sure have. That's why I know Waterloo, Iowa.
Right.
AEW had that for a pay-per-view years ago. On paper, it looked horrible. And then you saw the show, I'm like, oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, the show I went to, like, let me just kind of give you a little taste of what the lineup was.
Give
because,
us
oh my God.
Give us the year and the taste.
All right, hold on. I'm going to pull it up right now. Hold on. Give me a second.
We're pulling it. We're calling this the Chaser Taste Test. Because Amanda's been everywhere.
Yeah, there's some things I haven't seen.
I can go everywhere.
I haven't seen OTT. I haven't seen ICW. I haven't. Yeah, all the ones in Europe. I haven't seen.
And even Japan. I started that thing
in Japan
with the AEW thing. I started that.
I actually.
I said ICW.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I related.
Yeah.
To it.
Like once you're done, I want to talk to Tom about that too, because I feel like Tom has a pay-per-view in mind or a wrestling event in mind that sticks out to him. I have mine, but I want you guys to go first.
I'm wrong. I know where Waterloo, Iowa is because that's the Wrestling Hall of Fame. I know where that is. I did not go to Waterloo, Iowa. We were in Clive, Iowa. But it's Iowa nonetheless.
Yeah.
Just like Delaware.
Like,
Delaware is Delaware.
I was just about to say that.
Nobody gives a fuck about Delaware. Fuck Delaware.
Yeah. They care more about Iowa than Delaware. Let's be real.
Who goes to Delaware, really?
Yeah. All right. Let me tell you who was in this fucking on this card.
Give us the year.
ACH.
Hold on.
No. This was May the 5th.
Okay.
2017.
Who was on the show?
It was Wrestling Revolver, and it was Sami damn Callihan. Okay. One of the things that Sami, this was amazing. Okay. You don't see, most of the time, you do not see fucking promoters come out and actually go fucking distribute the tickets and fucking, out there talking to everybody, you don't see that. That was Sami, right? And he made sure that everyone, like, we're good, we're, whatever. That was the thing. So he was,
that's legit.
It was great because it's like legit when you see someone, he has so much passion about that promotion. I've seen it when they were going to WrestleCon. Okay. Pancakes and Pile Drivers. Man, he always runs a very fucking cool show. But this was the first time.
About Sami?
Talk to me.
All the graphics that him and Jessica use, he's the one that put them together.
Mhm.
Because Sammy is a talented editor and artist. If
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Carry on, Amanda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I actually need to see that. Did he finally quit Dip?
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's just
Okay.
that's gross.
it drove and is still, to some degree, depending, drives Jess fucking crazy.
I know Jess and I used to talk about that. Yeah.
Can't you get like mouth cancer from that?
You can,
can.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Jess and I used to talk about that. I was like,
and
is he?
sometimes people
Could he?
swallow that shit too.
I used to when I was on ship because it was either swallow that or breathe in jet fuel.
Yeah, I'd rather swallow that.
Eh.
Yeah, than jet fuel. But
Hey, swallow sometimes is a kindness and a courtesy.
Oh, but I
I'm
just
a
thought of
lady.
something. I want to keep my mouth shut.
I'm a lady.
You're a lady, so you make sure you have a
Yes.
bucket nearby?
No, I don't do
Okay.
that. Ladies don't do that. Anyways,
Yes, ma'am. Carry on.
yeah, no, Jess and I've talked about that. Like, there was this one big thing where Sammy at the time decided to quit Dip, okay? And also he wasn't drinking soda at the same time.
The soda thing was far worse.
Oh my God. I said, so how's that going? She goes, oh, Jesus
It's like, I
fucking
want to
Christ.
fucking
She
kill
goes,
him.
he shouldn't have done both at the same time. And yeah, so like
It's
we
hard to
were
come
we
off
were
soda.
laughing
It
because
really
I'd
is.
always ask her like, how's he doing with
I
that?
agree, Tom.
And, you know,
I haven't had
Yeah.
soda every once in a great while. I get it from like Taco Bell. I haven't had that in a while either. And I won't even touch it. I'll have a glass of water or something.
yeah, yeah.
If it's not
So-
coffee, it's whiskey. But carry on, Amanda.
Yeah. Okay, so this particular, show, there's a big reason why I would go to Iowa, right? Why the hell would I go to Iowa? Because
Oh, I can give
well,
you a
not
reason.
only
You probably get along with the person too.
well, for me, it was like there's a reason why I went,
right.
and you'll hear it in a little bit, and you can figure it out.
Okay.
They also had the besties in the world, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett,
which is fucking
with
awesome.
their manager Scarlett, versus Zero Gravity, who's not really around anymore, Brett Gaika and CJ Esparza.
Which
We had Boone the Bounty Hunter. Okay, Johnny, insert your name, came as Boone.
That's what I gotta
Okay,
do.
that was fucking great because
What's
that's
that,
when
Tom?
Boone was released.
No, to continue, I gotta find something. Hold on.
Okay, carry
You
on,
guys
Amanda.
do what
Sorry.
you're doing.
Okay, it was versus Trevor Lee. And they were like running around. It was great. There was one move where Johnny did a Starship Pain off a fucking this big tank that they had in there. I was like, fuck, that was great. There was a 10-man scramble featuring AR Fox, Eric Cannon, Kurt Stallion, Ethan Page, Jordan Lennox, Kevin Thorne, Myron Reed, Space Monkey. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Right.
And Trey Miguel. I also left out one person because they were canceled. I think Jordan Lennox was canceled too. But anyways,
what was the last
David
name
Starr.
you mentioned?
Trey Miguel.
I don't follow that.
Wasn't that the match that made Trey Miguel? I feel like that was the thing.
Yes, that was the beginning. Because I was like, wow, this kid's got a fucking future. I like this kid. Jake Manning beats who was this? Allison Kay.
Yep.
Moose and Keith Lee did the damn thing.
God damn. Moose.
I know, right? Talking about breaking the goddamn ring. Shit.
No, but
Okay.
Amanda, you need to Moose. Give it the fist.
Moose. I did. Okay.
Do it again. God damn it. He deserves it.
Moose. Now let me tell you, this show has a lot of canceled people. I'm just looking at some of the roster. I'm like, oh God, there are a lot of canceled people on this show.
Because we have such a 2017,
okay,
2018.
But some of these people who were canceled really are scum. Like there was Joey Ryan and Billy Gunn, Then there was Brian Cage, Davey Richards, Michael Elgin. Talk about a piece of shit.
Look, no. We're not talking shit about Michael Elgin. I'll tell you why off camera.
Okay. Well, he's still kind of
I'll tell you why after.
okay. And then they were wrestling OI4K. And of
Ooh.
course, Sammy, Jake Christ, and then Dave Christ. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, but
Dave Chris, there's a missed opportunity.
well, if you kept it in your pants and you weren't creepy.
I mean, look,
I'm just saying.
it's much in the
I'm just
same
saying.
way, like
David Starr, same thing. If you fucking, treated people better and you kept it in your pants and all of that, that's all I'm saying. Okay. So
I think
but
Paul Heyman said it best when he was referencing Chris Benoit. I don't care. People can get upset at me. Fuck you. In terms of talent in the ring, generational, there will never be another. In terms of a person, fuck him. He deserves to, be exactly where he is,
Yep.
But in terms of his career, there is no reason not to respect what he put into the business.
With Joey Ryan,
I still think there's more to that story, but anyway.
There is. Joey Ryan does not deserve respect because his gimmick was shit, his moveset was shit, he couldn't cut a fucking promo, and he was a dickbag.
I was actually talking about Benoit, but okay.
Right. No. We're just covering our bases.
Candice carried him. Let's be real. Candice carried him.
Sure. If it wasn't for Candice, he wouldn't have a job. He was not
exactly.
He was the bottom of the fucking card, B-rate enhancement talent until Candice.
Yep. Absolutely. So the reason why I was in Clive, Iowa, not because this was a great fucking show.
No, because that's a great card in my mind.
Well, we're missing one match.
What's the match?
We are missing MJF. Oh, actually, this is when he was known as Maxwell Jacob Feinstein.
Yeah, when he was a Feinstein.
Yeah, this was when he was still Feinstein. Okay. Versus his father, Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Why? I froze. Okay, hold on.
We can still hear.
Am I unfrozen?
It'll fix itself.
You'll fix it.
Am I unfrozen?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yes,
am I unfrozen?
You're unfrozen.
Keep okay. Going. Okay. So I obviously was there to see Colt Cabana. Okay. Right. Reason why, okay, is Colt's birthday is on 5/6. So he was wrestling on 5/5. In Iowa's a quick drive from Chicago. And then he had a live Art of Wrestling on the 6th.
Yep.
And we gave him a happy birthday cookie. My friend, I'm the one that bought it, but she took all the credit. And I'm like, yeah. Because when someone comes up to me, oh, what did you get me? I'm like, that was my idea for the cookie. But anyways, so
what kind
then
of
he wrestled for
that?
AAW. Huh?
So what kind of frosting is that?
It was like she frosted it. So it was some like fucking can whatever bullshit. I don't know.
I said what I said. Man juice.
I know you did say what you said. Yes. I'll tell you the story about her, did you? I think I might have before.
Yeah, we've already had that discussion. But carry on.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's right. We did. So that was the card. I mean,
that's a great card.
Yeah. And see, that's where Sammy, like really thrives. Like let me tell you another one that I was in attendance for. Hold on just a second.
Hold on. No. You had your one, Tom.
No. There's also, but I'll look right now.
You look. Tom gets to talk about his, and these are all relevant. This is going to something bigger.
What am I doing?
We were talking about independent wrestling shows that had a major impact, and by that, and it can even be TNA. She just talked about a promotion where there were matches that on paper didn't make sense, but in execution were fucking beautiful.
I mean, would you actually call TNA indie from back in the day?
I feel like yes, because of all the shit they went through with Dixie Carter, they may as well have been an outlaw show.
Yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying.
Right.
Well,
Is this a pre-Hogan? Like,
no, let's go back to TNA a little bit because there's a video I want one of you to post. I want you to
right.
everybody to see it.
So tell us more. Come on. Give us the verbal. Tell us what the passion that Tom has for the business.
Dude, I'll keep you here all night long.
Well, we're just talking one pay-per-view or one event, one show that was the show. That was the show that said, you know, when you watched it, it might have seemed like a bullshit show, but when it happened, it was the difference maker.
Okay, here's one for you. It was
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the pay per view. I'm drawing a blank right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it was AEW.
Mm-hmm.
It was at Daly's place, and I believe the opening match was. I'll go by Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look it up, man. I forget what the hell it was now.
Miro is what he's calling himself.
No, I know that. I'm trying to remember the pay per view.
It doesn't matter. That part's fine. Just tell us what happened. What was the difference maker?
It just like it was written on paper. I was on my best friend's house,
right?
And I was like, dude, this pay per view it like looks like shit on paper. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna get it anyway. So he ended up getting it, and I don't know what the hell Tony Khan let them do, but just about every match, I'll say, that I can remember. I'd have to look at the card again, but I was happy with the whole card. I was like, how the hell did they pull that off? That card looked like shit on paper.
Right.
And we still paid the $50 for it. And I'm like, how? Just how? I hold on, I gotta find it.
I definitely, I think I know which one you're talking about. And it was one of those, you know, this is what AEW is meant to be setups, where it was just people you wouldn't expect on paper, but in execution that was like poetry in motion, and not the finishing move, poetry in motion. This all, like, I promise you, the people listening or watching, there's a reason I'm going this route, because I had a vision and I'm going to make it happen.
All right. You want to hear another really good one?
Okay. Well, Tom's looking his up. Go ahead. Why not?
Yeah. You should black box, Tom. Because you look really.
Because I'm really looking into this right now.
You look kind of scary.
I kind of like the idea that he looks like a serial killer.
I know. I wasn't. I was getting creeped out.
No.
Okay.
You're fine, Amanda. He doesn't know where you live. I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm the creeper.
So this match was done on April the 7th, 2018. This was at during Mania weekend in Nowlands.
Yep.
And this is the AAW FCP Revolver Pancakes and Pile Drivers 2, the Indie Summit.
Good. Oh God.
Okay. You have Jeff Cobb versus Shane Strickland.
Fuck.
That was a great match. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna save this one for last. Juice Robinson versus Eddie Kingston. That was a fucking good match too.
That had to have been a slobber knocker.
It was great. It was great. Then we had ACH versus Trevor Lee.
Nice.
Again. Nice. Then we had the Tornado 6-man tag match. So it was OI4K. So the Chris brothers and Sammy. They were wrestling AR Fox, Brian Cage, and Janela.
Oh.
They also had a scramble, because that's what they do. They had Matt Palmer, Ace Romero, Caleb Conley, Clint Margera, Connor Braxton, Kurt Stallion, Jake Manning, Jason Cade, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and Myron Reed, and Omari, and Trey Miguel. That was actually a pretty good one.
That's beautiful.
We also saw the Lucha Brothers So Penta and his brother versus, this is a weird one, Jack Evans and Teddy Hart. Go figure.
Yeah,
Go
but
figure.
the match was surprising.
It was surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
Then we had the AAW tag team titles. There was a ladder three-way match with the besties in the world, who were the champs, Davey Vega, Matt Fitchett, Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis. I was excited because I was supposed to see, I love Aussie Open. So I was excited because I'm doing the
Underrated
first time.
tag team.
Very underrated. And the fucking Rascals, Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. I have to do that. Now I'm missing 2 matches, and I'll tell you why. I did that on purpose. There was a beautiful women's match. Okay, Kimberly versus Mako Satomura.
My God.
Versus Jessica Havoc. That was
How
a
many
great
people
match.
died during that match? Because Jessica is a beast in the ring.
You know, she and Mako were, oh my God, it was so great.
That is her bull in the
Kimberly was out of her league with that.
Yeah.
I think she was.
Hands fucking down.
Now, here is a match that you would like. This is the last one. I saved this for last. So there was a tag team match, a special one. So Joey Ryan teamed with Session Moth Martina. And they faced the team of Colt Cabana and his buddy from Marty and Sarah Loves Wrestling, Marty DeRosa. And fun fact, Marty did this great fucking Hurricane Rana. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Colt didn't even show him how to do it.
I know that match. Like, Colt was barely there. That was the star. She's fucking beautiful.
Yes. Yes, it was very beautiful.
God. I love Session Moth, but God
I know you do. And another fun fact, Colt did Marty DeRosa singlet too. Yeah. All his gear. Shout out to Colt Cabana. I love you and I miss you. I really do. Yeah. I don't know why you're being so mean to me.
Come back to the fold, my dude. We love you. You need to love us.
Well, my thing is this, okay? I don't know what I did again.
And we've had that talk.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm reaching out in case he's hearing this.
Yeah, you know, he was streaming. I almost went into a stream. He's back to streaming now.
Is he? Yeah. I almost want to say, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, he was streaming.
You know, you were in my birthday weekend. You were fucking there, and I didn't fucking see you at all. That fucking hurt. Dildo. Going from you actually fucking booked something on my birthday back in the day. It was a shitty fucking booking in fucking San Diego, on a Thursday.
Nothing good comes out of San Diego.
You know that guy, Dirty Ron McDonald?
I do.
Yeah, that was his promotion, okay? But he happened to be running on my actual physical birthday.
I remember that.
And yes. So anyways,
I was the one who sent you birthday presents.
Yeah. I will say this, okay? What I went from that to you didn't fucking like Roman Reigns acknowledge me. Okay? Of your fucking fans, I believe that I'm the fucking OTC.
Yeah. Mr. Cabana.
Other people will try to fight me on that. I'm like, you can have that if you want, because I don't care. At the end of the day, I still in my mind think that I'm his favorite.
Wow.
I still in my mind think that.
Mr. Cabana, we here at Wrestling on the Rocks, particularly the Chaser, want to tell you that we love you. We want to see you coming back to being a friend of the show and a friend of us. We acknowledge your capability and how much you have brought to the business. You know, unlike everybody else who ignores your very existence. I think it's time, sir. Return back to us. We love you.
I mean, yeah, it was great to see you as the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah, dude. That fucking wall break.
Like, dude.
Check the episode after it happened. we were
You know
like,
what?
that was Colt Cabana. Holy shit.
Colt Cabana is the Kool-Aid man. And you know what's
Yeah.
funny is how we know that he's watched the show. All of a sudden, next day, you see he had that fight, the gif of the Kool-Aid man running through the wall. And he put that on his Instagram. I'm like, you watch. I know
There
you
could
do.
be coincidence. I'm just saying, Mr.
No, it's
Colt
not
Cabana,
coincidence. I know yeah.
you know, we
Anyways,
love you.
so
Return to the fold. We appreciate you.
I just want to see you wrestle, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
want to
like
see
I
Officer Colt Cabana heal it the
I
fuck
do
up.
too. I do too. But you see, here's the thing, Colt. You need to, like, when you're wrestling, you need to tell a person way before so they can travel. And I want to see goddamn Officer Colt Cabana because that is the one version of Colt Cabana I've never seen.
I
Get
would
the
like
pay-per-view if you care.
yeah, just give us 1 second and then it's
All
all
right.
you, okay, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I want to see, and I know that I'm speaking in such indie that even my people here might be a little confused. I want to see Officer Colt Cabana versus Chris D'Angelo out of Pennsylvania. Chris D'Angelo is one of the most creative minds. He's always been on the outside back end of the wrestling business, working with legendary fucking talent. Amazing dude. I can't even begin to tell you personally. I love Chris D'Angelo. But his gimmick, I feel like would be fucking amazing. He can cut a promo. He knows what's necessary. He can work a match. Him and Colt would be fucking fire and a half. Mr. Cabana, that is my personal holy request that you take some time and give this man some shine. He represents everything that you fought for to make the independent wrestling scene relevant again. That is us saying we love you and we know what you have committed to the business. Now,
I would like to say with with um with Colt in particular, I really feel like with him, like there's a need for him. There is
yes,
out there. And people, like, it's sad because you basically were fucking, you were told, Tony was told to get rid of you. It's either me or him. We all know that. And if you guys don't realize that, then you're fucking stupid.
there was a lot of
I've been saying
pettiness
it
at that time.
all the time since episode 1. I've been preaching that. Okay. And you all think I'm wrong, but no, I'm like, why? He had that taken away from him. He had a lot of things taken away from him. And now he's the fucking proverbial slave. I don't even know what he does at Ring of Honor. He probably doesn't even know what he does at Ring of Honor.
I know what he does at Ring of Honor, and he is very necessary.
What
He's
does
the
he
one
do?
that does essentially talent relations. He's just, that's not the dude you want at talent relations. You want him booking. Booker, not the T, Booker.
Yeah. Well, Sanjay's doing it pretty much.
I do trust Sanjay.
Which is fine. Which is fine. Okay. But Colt's a lot more.
He's a talent who knows the business in ways that, given the opportunity, would pull Heyman level pay-per-views. And you're fucking wasting him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, but
tell us more.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was reading something. Actually, it wasn't the opening match, but I did remember this match because I don't know, it just stuck out in my head. It was AEW Double or Nothing 2021. Okay. This is the pay-per-view I was so iffy about. We ordered it anyway. It was $50. Whatever. We did it. Right. You had Hangman Adam Page defeated Brian Cage in a singles match.
Right.
You had the Young Bucks versus Moxley and Kingston. Right. That was for the tag team championship. And what else do I have here? Jungle Boy versus was a lot. He eliminated Christian Cage at the Battle Royal. Yeah. Cody Rhodes defeated Anthony Ogogo. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, yes, you are.
Miro defeated Lance Archer by technical submission.
That's
That
beautiful.
that match right there alone on paper just sounds like shit. Uh, Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. Sting and Darby Allin defeated Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Omega defeated Cassidy and Pac in a three-way match. Then
Mhm.
you had the Inner Circle. That was a Stadium Stampede match, which everybody was excited to see. But outside of that, I thought that whole card, it was just garbage on paper. But then when we watched it, I'm like, I don't know what the hell either Tony Khan did it, the talent did it.
It
I
was
don't
the
know who came
talent.
up. I don't know who came up with the ideas for all these matches and how they were going to go. But I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh
It
my god, this turned around.
I know exactly which one you're talking about, and that was one of the few AEW pay-per-views that I, as a fan, not I as I know talent, but I as a fan really enjoyed. Because I agree with you. It was on paper garbage fucking shit.
Yep.
But when put to execution, it was fucking glorious. And you saw
Yeah.
like the shittiest talent felt like stars.
I'm watching the pay per view. I'm like, some of these guys are just nobodies. Like, I mean, so AEW. It's 2021. They're still getting to know people. But at the same time, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, if this card on paper looked any worse on paper, I don't know if we actually would have got
It's true.
it. Honestly, God, that's one pay per view I can say that I can give you another pay per view that just sucked in general.
Okay.
WrestleMania 11. No, sorry. Well, that's WrestleMania 11 is one of the worst pay per views.
WrestleMania 11 was a shit show and a half. Like,
And WrestleMania 9.
yes. WrestleMania 1 and 2 were fucking great. Even for women, it was fucking great. All right.
Hulk Hogan's Andre the Giant Slam, which, by the way, he did it before Mania 3, if nobody knows.
And other people had done it well before him, but that was the one they hyped up, which is
I
fucking
mean,
stupid.
I'm a Hulk Hogan fan. The characters of a fan of his character, I am. When he did when he went to go body slam Andre, he didn't even do it correctly. I know what they were trying to do. He moved his arms to make it look like it went down properly.
But it didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Andre the Giant flat backed that shit and took it for Hogan because that's what he was told to do and one of the biggest payouts of his career.
Mm-hmm. Money talks.
It absolutely does. I mean, there's a lot to Andre the Giant if you watch various things.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
Right. Amanda, do you have anything else to add or may I go?
Go for it.
Once upon a time, since I'm beyond the statute of limitations by a lot, Digi had a fake ID.
Oh Lord.
I'm going to take you
Uh-oh.
back to the year of 1996.
Oh boy.
That was
Up,
12.
okay, upstart promotion we had was ECW out of Philadelphia, and I made quite the travel. November to remember 1996. Let me read you the card to kind of give you an idea of why I feel like this was an underrated show.
Just
But
being no ECW style, what do you call that?
well, ECW, a lot of people only know their later stuff, but the early stuff was
They were super cards, pretty much.
right. So we had a singles match between Davey Morton, Tyler Jericho versus Big Steve Cool with Blue Guy and Hollywood Nova on the outside the ring. Which by the way, you would expect the opener match to be bullshit, but this was a match that set the pace for this pay-per-view. You had Axel Rotten versus Hack Myers. Again, sounds like a complete shit show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very size differential match, which made a lot of play into what was going on. You had Rob Van Dam and Sabu versus the Eliminators, which was Cronus and Saturn. And you're talking a hard hitting fight match that it made you, it pumped your inner aggression. Because at the time, these were people that most of the mainstream audience didn't know, but those of us who were complete indie whores were like, how the fuck did you make this happen? Okay. Then you had Mikey Whipwreck versus Chris Candido, that you may as well have, in terms of what you would see more modern, it was like Spike Dudley versus any of the number of like more technical wrestlers. But Spike surprised us with a lot of technical capability, which was surprising. You didn't expect that out of Spike.
And he's actually older than Devon and Bubba, if nobody knew that.
By
I
a
was shocked.
lot.
When I saw that, I was shocked because I never knew that.
Now, we had the Gangsters, which is Mustafa and New Jack. And New Jack is just fucking New Jack. Versus Rob Van Dam and Sabu versus the Eliminators. That was a three-way. Very good three-way, by the way. Very well paced. There were three loser leaves town matches back to back. You had Devon Storm versus Too Cold Scorpio, JT Smith versus Too Cold Scorpio, and Louis Spicolli versus Too Cold Scorpio. So you had this back-to-back setup going into, and mind you, JT Smith and Hack Myers are people that most had never even fucking heard of at this time. And Too Cold Scorpio also was not a household name, had never done televised matches, but was definitely an amazing fucking deal. Now, the cream of the crop, the two top matches, you had Raven versus the Sandman. And if you don't know, this was arguably a generational match. Not because it was heavy moveset, but because there was so much going on that it was visceral. It was instinctual. You as a fan were so fucking invested because there was such a storyline. Because if people don't know, Sandman, Raven, and Tommy Dreamer have been carrying the same storyline since fucking 1993. And it has been long standing. The only other talent to do anything close, there's only three talents that have ever done anything close: Rosemary, Sue Young, Jessica Havoc. Oh, sorry, four. And the bunny, Allie. Nobody else has done it quite like that long since then. Fucking generational. And then you had a tag team match between Brian Lee and Shane Douglas versus Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer. It seems weird on paper considering the contrast of styles. However, you got to see a strong hardcore style out of Brian Lee and Shane Douglas that was not necessarily a part of their gimmick. And having a legend like Terry Funk working with Tommy Dreamer, who at that time was referred to as the innovator of violence. There was just a lot of shit that you never expected to see so much in one package that on paper you're like, yeah, I could fall asleep to this match. But when you saw it in execution, it was poetry. Because there was story, there was reason, there was you were invested as a fan if you had kept up with the product.
Oh, definitely.
And most of these names, most of you have never even fucking heard of. Like that is you never fucking knew who they were, but when you saw it in action, you were like, God damn, this is a real fucking deal. And I think at this time, Dreamer was the booker. Commentary was Joey Styles. It was done in Philadelphia at the ECW Arena. and it was November.
Like, come on, November 2,
It was
remember?
November 16th, 1996. Amanda, do you have anything else to add beyond a black box and poncho?
No. I was muting because my noisy people upstairs were
Uh,
stomping. No,
we
no,
don't.
no. It's
We don't
fucking
care.
rude.
But
It's rude. I care because they kept me up till 2 in the morning last night.
well,
Oh, I thought you
And I had to
lived
wake up
at your
at 4.
house.
you should try those motherfuckers. Just take them out. They're
I wish.
interrupting legit.
I should steal
podcast
their fucking Frenchie.
Yeah,
Knowing my
or
like it's
their
a girl.
or just hack
I
their
want a baby.
Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
damn it, did you stay out of my head?
Well, it's okay. No, I'm
So-
fine. My Wi-Fi, if you come and you were looking for my Wi-Fi,
Mhm.
how would you know? Like would you find my Wi-Fi?
What is the most Asian
You
thing
can't
you
see
can
me.
say?
It's
Oh,
you can't see me.
that's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You could change that for
Yep.
you.
So
Yep.
now, why I kind of push this line is because, and Tom, this is going to be a moment of Tom Zen. Is AEW just made, not AEW, TNA just made a bunch of releases, and we don't know particularly if this is a kayfabe remark, much as a similar way that they did with Honor No More. But the current announcement, and Tom's going to get into it, and these are all people that you wouldn't have known they were stars until they were fucking stars. Tom, you have the floor.
Okay, how should I, actually, you know something? Let me get the releases. Let me, hold on, I can find them again real quick here. I should have that
God,
open already.
you were worse than Amanda with the birthdays, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I know. What's
We're
going on?
we're letting our color commentator
Shut the hell up.
look. You're a color commentator, Black Box Tom.
Hmm?
8 staff members from the organization.
Okay, here we go.
Some of these I
Okay.
don't know of, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be
I
like,
do
if I
keep going.
pronounce that name. Ariel Schneerer.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Okay.
executive producer and creative head.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Delirious Johns. Tommy Dreamer. Continue to review. Okay, but the most shocking one is Gail Kim. Now answer something for me, please.
Wait a minute.
Gail
Go
is-
through
is-
the talent. The
They,
talent
that's
is
what they showed for the talent. They didn't show everything.
okay.
Sadly, I thought they did.
What do they have down that is listed as talent?
That's what I just told you. They said there was
Talent were released, but no names have been specified.
they only give a couple because of
Who's the couple?
said I just told you.
Tell me again.
Oh my god.
Ariel Schneerer, if that's how you
Uh,
pronounce it. Who served as TNA's executive producer and creative head.
But we want talent. Who is in ring that have been released?
Well, you can. I mean,
Oh my
this
god.
actually, dude, this isn't showing them.
That's and who is your news source?
Sadly, I was on NoDQ.com.
Okay, reliable source. Give us your thoughts. You're in control. You are the talent for right now. Go.
I really don't understand. They have all this money. Yeah, granted, I consider them pro wrestling. I don't consider them indie, honestly. They have all this money. The company that owns them is worth golly knows how much. And nowhere. She's part of the few that got released. Why on earth would you release Gail Kim? She's that. I went on to X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and I knew instantly when I saw Gail Kim getting released that Rosemary was going to be X. As soon as I went on X and saw her, she just had this big frown face that she posted, and that was it. And everybody knew instantly. Like they looked at the releases and saw Gail Kim, because she is very close and good friends with Gail Kim. She looked up to her and everything else, and it's like, why? She was doing everything perfectly. She was on camera. I don't think she did anything wrong. Like, what the hell? What the hell is up with all these releases? Like, what? I mean, I understand people are going to be taking pay cuts and stuff. If that's needed, that's needed. Go ahead, do what you're going to do. But I mean, Speedball Mike Bailey, for example, he didn't want to take the pay cut, so he left, and now he's with AEW. But all these other people, it's like, what? It's like, why are you releasing Gail Kim of all people? I don't understand it. And there's one person out there. They didn't give a name, but there's one person out there that is so upset that Gail Kim got released that when their contract expires, they're leaving TNA. And I am really, really, really hoping it's not Rosemary. They didn't say. They didn't say. And that's all I have for you. I'm pissed about that because I'm hoping it's not her. If you have the list, go ahead and read it off, man.
I have my summation. I don't have a list. Call that what you will. Now, we all have kind of a thought on the matter, and I am very much of the mind that I feel like you two as talent need to, kind of, you're going to fill in spots for me. Okay. So, Amanda Jane, I need you to tell me more. What is your thoughts on these releases? Because this is huge.
Yeah, it's beyond fucking huge. It's fucking bullshit.
Right.
It makes zero sense.
Mm. Uh, her internet tends to lag spike sometimes. That's not on her. Like right now, I can't even get her video to pick up. She's right. Redo it. Go.
So, yeah, I don't understand why Gail, because it's like, she's kind of beloved, especially with that. She was basically, a big part of probably the best women's division in wrestling,
Right.
hands down. Yeah, and it's like, how do you do that? What, I don't understand. So that's where I'm coming from that. The other thing that I don't understand either is the appointment of the new booker for TNA. Did you hear that one?
No, I
Tom?
did not.
The new booker is former Ring of Honor booker Delirious. Y'all who are Ring of Honor fans,
I know who that is, but in general, like, what the hell?
Yeah, but he's the one that has that crazy. He doesn't like speak really. He kind of just
Right.
like mumbles whatever. Wears the lucha mask. Has red hair. Anyways, Mandy Leone's old man. Anyways, but he was the booker for ROH for a while, and people hated his booking. It got really stale, and then that's why his predecessor was Marty. And Marty had brought a lot of things in just the like maybe 6 months. Marty was the booker. I wish pandemic never happened. ROH would have probably made AEW fucking. That would be the
Well,
fourth promotion.
they even
I mean,
had
seriously.
with ROH, and this is the side point, they were bringing in European talent. Like Session Moth Martina was already cutting promos and vignettes.
Yep, the Aussies, Adam
Mhm.
Brooks.
There's
Mhm.
actually
Mark Haskins had already started coming,
Yeah.
but it was like there were more. I love Mark Haskins. I love him. Love his wife too. Woo, gorgeous. Anyways,
His wife is fucking gorgeous.
but
Like,
no, she is. Oh my God, she. And
he
Death
does
Before
not
Dishonor.
deserve that level of beauty. Fuck him. That's some bullshit.
Oh my God. It's funny because she was sitting like in the crowd and she was like right by where we were. And I was just like, oh my God, she's so fucking stunning. Fucking Vicky. You go, fucking Mark. Yeah, you fucking go, dude. You
Like,
fucking go.
That was a personality coupling, and you could fucking tell because
Yeah.
she is so out of his league.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Lot taller. Shout out to short people.
Shit.
Anyways,
She's
but
also
no.
3 apples tall.
Yes, he is also 3 apples tall. Love him. But when I look at it, it's like Delirious bookings were terrible.
Mhm.
Like one of the things, the only good booking, in my opinion, that Delirious kind of did for me to save my day, like to save my, like utter hatred of his bookings, because he's the one who was responsible for that horrible fucking the G1 Supercard in New York. He was responsible for that garbage. He is also responsible for fucking giving Matt Taven the fucking ROH championship.
Well,
That was
and
not the right move.
real
Go
quick,
ahead.
it was actually just 8 staff members that were released. It doesn't say anything about talent.
Okay. Well, that's,
Hammerstone actually doesn't have a contract anymore.
well,
No,
no,
That
he
ended.
doesn't. That's
he
your
was
new he's
handshaking
your
a
new
hot
Brock
dog.
Lesnar.
Oh, he was handshaking the hot dog. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like we're gonna see him back on TNA because they lack that big man presence.
No, he's not done with them, dude, by any means.
Like, I love
I know
Hammerstone, but he's not WWE. He's just
they want him.
They
want
would
him.
shit on him, I would think.
Yeah, but they also don't know if he wants to go there.
Well, they
That's
probably
the
also think he's Brock Lesnar for version of Brock Lesnar for them.
Well, at least he's not like a complete fucking creep about shit, you know.
Oh, speaking of,
Mhm.
before I forget about this, here,
Okay, I'm listening.
no, it's not a list. I'm gonna send you a message. Hold on here.
Okay, like
Okay,
when I look
shit,
at,
I need to do that.
because I kind of had you guys go first so that I could kind of formulaically put together my opinion because I feel like I had a lot of bias.
Did you get that?
Hold on. Let me look here before I say anything.
I hope I did that right.
I do see it, Chris. Chris. Oh,
Yeah, you should play that.
I'm not gonna play that, and I have a reason for it, and I will explain. I know I have a reason for it. Just bear with me.
Oh, by the way, we're bearing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Newsflash.
Okay.
Congratulations, because this is happening pretty soon. I think this weekend. Congratulations finally to Ricochet and Samantha Irvin.
Yeah, I know they finally tied the knot.
Yeah, I heard that. And
Ricochet actually out there. He did it tonight on AEW. They were at his house and he was filming.
Yeah, Ricochet, you also, dude, batted way above your fucking league because Samantha Irving is so far more generational than you. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a compliment.
You know who
You
his
got that brass
ex-girlfriend
ring. Huh?
you know who his ex-girlfriend was before
Yes.
Samantha Irvin, right?
I
But
do
Samantha
not.
Irving's so much better.
I know. But
I say I don't pay too much to relationships and everything. So who was it?
what? I'm
Amanda,
sorry.
Tom said he
Oh,
doesn't
his
know who it was.
I don't
Tessa
pay.
Blanchard.
Wait, he
A
was
long
married to
time.
her.
No, they weren't
Mm-mm.
married.
Who
No,
was the one that she
that was
she
his
was married to
girlfriend.
and she cheated on?
Tessa Blanchard?
Yeah.
She got
I
divorced.
don't think Tessa's ever been married.
Yeah, she was, and she cheated on her husband. That's why they're not together no more.
That is true. I remember that. I just don't remember all the players involved.
Hold on. I thought I'd never. I
Yeah,
didn't know she was married.
I wasn't
Are
expecting
you
that either.
talking about
I don't know who it was. All I know is she cheated, and it was everywhere, and they ended up getting divorced over it.
We're totally being salacious, and I kind of love it.
hold on. Let me see. Daga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're married for 3 years. Mhm. And I think hold on, I'm reading this here. The power couple announced that they're divorcing as it doesn't come to any surprise. Let's see here. Hold on here. I don't know.
The three of us are better about relationships than they are.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, yeah. But anyways, so yeah, so that's that there. So,
Only like 3 years, and you're already gonna cheat. Like, come on, like, is there no more loyalty in this world?
Well, I mean, wrestling has a lot of that in terms of its history, and
Oh yeah,
considering who her dad and her stepdad are, I'm not terribly surprised.
I understand wrestlers and all the sports players cheat. They all cheat, but I mean, come on now, try and
Yeah,
control yourself.
it's like when Kofi Kingston jerked off in the women's title, he was in a serious relationship with another chick while
wasn't
he was.
Kofi Kingston?
Wait,
I
what?
think
What
that
about he? I never read that
I
at
thought it
all.
was both of them,
I
but
knew
No, it was
Xavier
Xavier
Woods. He
Woods.
cheated with
Yeah.
friggin' Brad Maddox and Paige.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That three-way.
Yeah.
and that was.
No comments.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you? But he was also in a supposed committed relationship with someone, and that just gives you an idea that kind of shit has been fairly common within the business because of the proximity of these individuals when you work with somebody day in and day out and day in and day out.
If you're that horny, I'm sure you can help yourself.
Right.
And I'm not even trying to make that as a joke. I'm being serious.
It's true, and you're not wrong with that. Like I was gonna make a mom joke, Tom, but I'm just so over it.
You better be over it, bitch.
I'm gonna send her more flowers. I'm gonna make her dad jealous because
I'll make sure she shreds them just for you.
I want fucking pictures.
Oh my gosh.
I'd send Amanda's mom flowers, but I feel like her health conditions, it might be a problem, and I'd be
Thank you
worried.
for being. Yeah.
I'm being
Thank you for being very.
considerate.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Hold on. Everybody else is kind of throwing their line about Gail Kim and some of the talent, if I may. Gail Kim is a Hall of Famer, and that was one of their main sticking points. Between her and Tommy Dreamer, I understand because they are protective of their talent because they have been locker room leaders and individuals who have been in the business a significant amount of time.
And they also had little groups that had talk sessions about mental health and shit too.
Right, and I don't feel like it's TNA's best move. I understand why they went with a Booker who is more stale card and predictable. But I also feel like that locker room in group will force him to be more creative because they do not like to do shit match sets.
Right.
Because that is just their basis. Because as an example, when the Rosemary Havoc tag team, when there was Courtney Rush and Jessica, because
Right.
she's sick, you know, look, I am totally gonna rep that shit forever because that was Jessica Havoc as an individual dialed up to 11. Uh,
I always love that. I love sick.
yeah, I can tell you for a fact that was her dialed up to 11 being just as awesome. But clearly, they wanted to take a new direction. And I also kind of feel like they just put the one person that if Shawn Michaels said, shut the fuck up and do what I want, this was that time. This is that individual. Because Gail Kim can tell Shawn, go fuck yourself. And it's going to have that much meaning in the same vein as Tommy Dreamer. My feeling as an individual is that Gail Kim and Tommy Dreamer are going to end up producers backstage. Especially when you have, and maybe there was some planning involved in this, but Michin has been reacting more in the hardcore title end esque of things, and it's really cool that that idea transferred to the women's division because it was very much you had to be a certain level to women, but if you were a male, it was pretty much a given, like Crash Holly as an example. Uh, and that's where I kind of feel like this would be great because I Gail Kim does great booking for women. That this is only going to kind of step up the WWE stuff as much as people want to
I
complain.
was just gonna say something about that, but
Well, I mean, the one thing that people need to be fucking thankful for is that we are not getting WWE bitches be crazy. We have a legitimate reason why shit is happening and who is doing what and why they are doing it. Does it seem like a clusterfuck? Absolutely. Have you ever seen three women fight over anything? It's a clusterfuck.
there's a rumor, obviously a rumor online, so the internet don't believe everything you can read. But
Right.
there's a rumor going around that this is TKO, whatever the fuck it's called. They
Mhm.
want to buy TNA out.
And
If
if
they
they
do that, I'm gonna be pissed.
no,
Leave TNA alone.
let, let me put it to you in a process that where they are never going to get rid of TNA because TNA is the second promotion.
They
You
don't
don't
need to have
believe
that
that?
schedule.
Right. The TNA talent, the TNA roster has made fucking stars. They're just going to
Oh
become
yeah, beyond.
like an investor. And WWE has fuck you money, which is only going to give them the capability. The biggest problem with TNA has never been the lack of talent, it's never been the lack of story. It's been the lack of putting them on a channel that fucking mattered. When they were on Spike, they were hot AF. No fucking question.
Until they
But
tried. Wait, was it a Spike? They tried competing with Raw.
yeah, and they
Yeah,
did
that
pretty
failed.
goddamn well, failed, but they did pretty goddamn well.
Oh, they did. I blame Hogan for that.
Right, but Hogan and Dixie Carter, because Dixie had no real knowledge of the business, and Hogan was very much the that's not gonna work for me, brother mentality, which kind of fucked over the rest of the roster.
That's
The
not gonna
only
work for me unless it's me, brother.
right, the only person that made it out of that era feeling like a star was AJ Styles, and everybody else has had to raise their credit elsewhere or within a company. But now they have a following. And if they have fuck you WWE money, like that's going to elevate them to levels that they have never been able to attain because with the right fucking TV deal, they're going to blow up. That is my personal opinion, having seen every star they've ever made, seeing the current roster of what they have. they're the ones that could put together a Revolution Evolution Women's pay-per-view, and it wouldn't be a fucking problem considering their roster.
Okay, two things.
Okay.
First things first.
Are we gonna fight?
No.
Okay.
They're on Access TV, okay?
Access is bullshit.
Am I allowed to talk?
No.
Yes, I have cable, but
Right.
I also pay $20 extra a month just so I can get access to watch TNA.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie about that. So if they get on a better station without me paying that, that'd be great. And outside of that, the only other thing I can think of that they actually screwed up on was waiting to put the title on Hendrick. They should have put it on him the pay-per-view before. What was it, Powerful Glory? They should have put it on him then. They screwed up by putting it on him later.
I agree. They should have hit while the iron is hot. Instead, they did it while he was lukewarm.
And it felt like it was forced. And once he won it, it wasn't as big as people wanted it to be.
Right. It felt like they gave it to him because of his popularity, not because he was worth it.
And he should have won it before. But anyway.
Yeah. No. I think those are super valid points. I agree with you. Amanda, any comments to that statement? No? You agree? Why are you being quiet? I'm confused.
She's reading.
I was reading.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Well, then.
Yeah, I was reading something.
Carry on to being quiet. We love you. Just wanted to make sure.
I know you never see me quiet.
I
never see me quiet.
You being quiet says it's important. So.
Yes. Because I'm like, oh, I'm catching up with some of the. I feel like I've been out of touch with the wrestling world this last week. I really do.
World.
Man, if anybody from Decay actually leaves TNA because of Gail Kim, I'm gonna be livid.
All of
I think people will.
I'll be like, okay, maybe I should start where they going. I'll watch that.
Well, and that's something that has kind of been in the echoes of things. Because everybody that leaves and follows Gail Kim, which are most likely promotion to go, she's either going to NWA, not likely, WWE, where she's pretty much a fucking Hall of Famer. Like, WWE is the big run, and I feel like Rosemary, Havoc, and a few others will follow in turn. And that's not a bad thing.
I'd have to find a way to watch them because, I mean, some people are the reason why I watch TNA, obviously, but.
Well, I'd have to as well because one of my favorite wrestling entrances of all time is Left Behind. Like, even my daughter loves Left Behind.
That's cool.
Well, and also she loves Wreak Havoc by Stefan Cricks, who, motherfucker, if you have ever wanted to see a dude that will kill you with laughter, 2x4 facelift. Look it up everywhere. My God, is that dude fucking hilarious. I'm gonna hire him. I'm gonna make Marsh suck it up. But yeah, like TNA is definitely going through an evolution, and maybe they're going to more independent talent like the IGE sort of thing, you know?
They do not, and I repeat, they do not want, outside of just losing Decay, they do not want to lose Rosemary. I'll tell you that right now. They lose that, they're going to lose so much of their audience.
Rosemary, Havoc, and Su Yung are the three individuals that hold that brand together.
Oh, definitely. The viewership will go from high, so.
Like, they're staples of TNA. If you wanted to see Havoc, you looked at Wrestling Revolver, or you looked at TNA. Well, not even AAA. Like, she stopped doing that a while ago.
No, isn't Havoc and Steve mixed tag champions or whatever?
Her and Crazy Steve, I believe they are still champions. I mean, I could go check out her stream and ask, but.
Oh, I could too. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but.
Right. Like losing Gail Kim and Tommy Dreamer, I think is the worst fucking things they could ever do, considering their level of capability and the effort and love they have put into the product.
That's why I think something's up. And I think we're gonna hear about it within the next 2 weeks or so.
I kind of feel like, because if it was gonna happen, if it was gonna be that thing, I feel like Gail Kim is Asian enough to make it public. Look, I know that sounds completely racist, but
I'm just looking at Amanda and laughing right now. I'm sorry.
Amanda is an Asian. Tell me I'm wrong. She gets released from a company. Do you not think she would be telling the world why the fuck she was released?
She'll be telling him. It's not just because she's an Asian. She's a fucking Korean.
Is she
Korean
really?
Asian.
Is she?
She is.
Yeah.
She is
Kim, hello.
She
Good
is
God.
South Korean, if I
I
recall.
don't know names like that.
Well,
You're
Okay,
talking to a very
if
basic
they're like
person
Kim
with life.
or Lee or Doe, I think is one, but Kim is the most common.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I know my basic stuff.
right.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's like my mom's side of the family. They're Kims.
I'm gonna get fucking Tom married to somebody from Pakistan. It's gonna be hilarious.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
I'm gonna get him a hot chick from Pakistan.
Nope.
It's gonna
1%
be great.
of mind. That's all I want.
Huh? Well, I'm gonna give you a Pakistani who knows
Nope.
your love. Watch.
Nope.
Uh-huh. I got jokes. Do you recognize this?
Oh, I have jokes too right now, but you know something? I'm gonna be a good little boy.
You're gonna be nice. See,
Oh yes,
that's
because
weird.
I actually made a comment to Winter the other night in a chat, and I said something I'll like make her laugh, and she's like, "Oh, you might want to ask Digi about that one." And I knew instantly it was the opposite. It was hilarious.
Well, we know a chick who's just looking for a husband, and she's amazing and would fucking break you. But regardless of the Tom dating game,
That was not on my bingo card
it wasn't, and that
for this episode 1.
It was
Yeah.
why I did it, because it was something erratic. We're deviating as you would in a dive bar,
Mhm.
which we lean into, because in my very dive bar opinion, letting Gail Kim and Tommy Dreamer go is probably the worst thing they could fucking do, considering how much the locker room adored them.
They were all tight too. Let me tell you. I mean, there's probably somebody fighting that right now.
Right, and it explains a lot. Like, people saw this coming, considering individuals you haven't seen. Like, if we haven't seen Sue Young, we haven't seen Havoc, we haven't really seen Callahan, and those
Not ever
three,
since the Manser, there's a few Manser. I mean, you haven't even seen nothing.
Mansois, you Philistine.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Look, I love the dude. I'm gonna give him some respect.
I'm so sorry I didn't pronounce it correctly.
Well, he would be upset because
I am sorry.
He has worked very hard to make a stupid gimmick relevant. I mean that
boy.
with all due respect.
Oh, by the way, Amanda, when we get off live, I got something to tell you as well.
I got a few things because I love you guys. But I mean, that's how we're kind of looking at this, is that there are individuals in this business that you shouldn't do. But I also see the plus side is we're going to get new producers and bookers in terms of the creative team, and that's just going to make the product better. So the mainstream is going to flourish in that. And every talent that follows them is just going to make the main roster better. And we're going to have so much more. And this is going to spread to the indies, clearly, which is going to raise new talent like the next generation's Ricky Saints, the next generation.
Ricky Stinks?
Ricky Saints. Look, bro, my nose is still stuffed up from being sick, you fucker.
I think you're a little buzzed.
I'm not, and that's the funny part. It's just that the arthritis is fucking with my neck.
Oh no, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I have debilitating psoriatic arthritis, so I'm kind of hurting a lot right
now. I mean, I have arthritis, but nothing crazy.
Like, If you heard that pop, you know what that is.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you guys have it. I'll be right back.
No worries. So, Amanda, like, I
Yes.
feel like as a Korean, you can understand where I, like, well, no, that
I'm
feels
just
like a
laughing.
thing. Maybe there's a component to that. I'm not saying that TNA is racist, but I feel like Delirious as a booker doesn't know how to handle Korean forcefulness out of their women because Korean women tend to be very, I'm going to say, stereotypically bitchy.
Mhm.
That's not a
Well,
bad thing. They are
it's not a
assertive.
bad thing. But the thing I think is there's this narrative, and I hate how everybody now is jumping on the you're a problematic person. You don't agree with, the heads up there and blah blah blah. That's such a fucking trend in
It's a
that's
cop out.
people's way of saying of, let, this is how we can justify getting rid of somebody. It's just tell people, oh yeah, you know what? It just didn't work, that communication, whatever, 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 right?
Right.
So I really honestly think that it's more of they either they've got something planned and they think
Right.
it's going to be a better option than Gail, but come on, let's face it, no, right? And
Right.
then not only just that too, but it's like you also have to look at the fact of, you know, if obviously they got rid of her, so it's like she's gone. So what are you going to have, like
Who's going to
really
step up in terms of the
who's
locker
going to
room
step up
leadership?
for the women? Nobody. And I'll tell you this, like look at AEW. You know who's the one who's kind of that head of the women's division
It
in
was
Gail's
the
spot?
it
It's
was the
Madison Rain.
DMD and Madison Rain. Yeah, Madison Rain is
Madison Rain was
definitely
officially. Yeah.
right.
And I'm just kind of like, Gail Kim, Madison Rain. I'm sorry. Gail is so amazing. She's very, very well respected and liked. And I don't know. I mean, I think that it's not a race thing. It's just that somebody has an agenda.
Yeah.
What the agenda is will be revealed whenever. But I think that that's the biggest thing with Gail right now is that she didn't fit someone's agenda.
I and maybe this is kind of that way to bring in maybe Vince Russo, who's he's had a lot of shit to say about TNA, but when he was actually involved in any capacity, it fucking blew. Love or hate Jim Cornette, he was absolutely correct in that respect.
Vince Russo cannot be uncreated by himself and without like approval.
Right,
You
because
saw what he did with WCW. He was the head writer to do whatever the hell he wanted. He thought
after
he
he
was
got booted from WWE, he thinks he created the Attitude Era. He didn't create shit.
I mean, I'm sure he had ideas, but you know something? Like he tried to be Vince McMahon for crying out loud and insert himself into storylines.
Right, and in which case it failed as a company because nobody gave a fuck about Vince Russo, and I don't mean that
I
disrespectfully.
mean, there's more to it than that, but Vince Russo alone was just like,
It was a cringe level, and TNA got better when you had Gail Kim and Tommy Dreamer, and that kind of makes me wonder because they did the same thing with Kanellis. Because at one point, Kanellis was involved backstage, and then they made the whole thing of the release, and then she came back with Honor No More, and I almost wonder, is that a similar individual? Like, are we gonna see Tommy Dreamer and Gail Kim come back with a faction of individuals to take the company back from Delirious? Because
this
that
could
would
be at work for all we know. But
right. Because I would love to see that.
the only
Delirious
reason
can
why
never
I
something
didn't
like
think I don't think it's a work in a way is because, like I said, Rosemary ended up signing next with that sad face. I'm like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I went right to X immediately. I'm like, unless she's going with the work, this does not look good.
Well, her going with the work is required because she
Oh
is
yeah,
outside of AJ Styles. It's Rosemary. These are the two individuals that hold the TNA brand together.
I still remember when she debuted.
Yeah, that was. It was such a pop.
Decay. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Decay.
Sorry, Amanda.
She revitalized Abyss's career, and if it wasn't for her, Abyss wouldn't have had that second run and
She's
been
only
as
been a one-time champion, though. Come on, give her another.
she no, but it's much in the same way. Tommy Dreamer has never held a heavyweight title more than 5 minutes.
Tommy Dreamer, I don't think cares.
No, that was his gimmick. He was never meant to hold the title, but
But
he was always
Rosemary
meant to
can,
take.
so give her another run. She's getting older. Eventually, she's gonna want to retire.
Well,
And
and
if she
that's
doesn't at
true.
least get one more run, I'm gonna be pissed.
Her and Rosemary, Havoc and Rosemary, I think deserve one last run before they're just fucking done with it.
They're getting to be that age, man. I mean,
Yeah,
between
it's
40 and 50, when you wrestlers start saying your body can't take it no more unless you're stupid and crazy like Flair.
Amanda. Why the fuck
Mhm.
is it most of the women that I love who wrestle are Korean? What the fuck is that shit all about? Am I inherently biased towards Asians?
Well, okay.
'Cause-
Aside from Joshi, okay.
okay.
Aside from Joshi, the reason I believe firmly is because we have a tendency to be a little
Crazy.
violent.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. So I think that that's where that kind of appeal is, and especially ones that are either really like Americanized or whatnot, because it is a struggle that why am I getting into this on here? There is actually when you have people who are okay, I'm just gonna lay this down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is
If you're a
great.
new listener or if you're an old listener, okay, right now, I'm throwing down yellow cards because I can.
I
So
got a yellow
you might
card.
not be able to say some of these things that I'm about to say. Just total disclaimer. And
Parental discretion is
my
advised.
opinions and views are not that of Single Malt Studios.
Bullshit.
Okay, I had to get that out.
We support your Koreanness.
Well, okay,
Koreanness?
well, well, after what I'm about to say, then no. Okay,
No.
because there is
Okay.
a huge okay.
Mhm. Go ahead.
There is a very big disconnect between people who are like me, third and fourth generation. I'm like 3.5 who's been in this country versus a fob Korean. If you
Who?
don't know what fob is,
What the
Uh,
fuck?
a fob Korean.
A fob is essentially one that comes over initially that doesn't have citizenship and tends to try to behave as if they're in Korea.
Basically, just try and get in here illegally.
Right.
I will say this.
It's more
There
the
was
attitude.
Okay, I
yeah.
gotcha.
Also, if you want to know what the acronym stands for, there was a show on ABC. You can figure it out.
Correct.
Anyways, so I think that when you see it and when you like, there's even other things that you can see. Great example, Kim's Convenience on Netflix.
Mhm.
The mom. Oh yeah. Oh my, you bow down to that. Even her fucking husband, you got to bow down to that.
Can confirm. I have heard Amanda and her mom talk. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And
your mom
it's,
have your mom has a breathing problem, correct?
No, she has
too.
an issue where she is, and I will say as much as dialysis, which takes
You don't have to say too much. I was just wondering quick.
She's
Well,
got
no, no, no.
congestive heart failure and end stage renal disease.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
And
You don't have to say no more.
my statement is, as somebody who is an ex-husband who dealt with dialysis at the company, for those of you that don't want to put, fucking respect on Amanda's name, I want you to realize she does this cast, works a full-time job, and takes care of her mom. Well, most of you motherfuckers are
Lord.
crying about who's being booked against John Cena, and she's dealing with real life. And she's just one of the three of us who have problems.
Spoiler
So,
alert. John Cena's gonna lose.
Right. Here's the
Spoiler
3
alert, shut
people
up.
here, and here's the one thing: if you got a problem with what we do, fuck you. Am I wrong?
And
From the
No, I
2
have
No,
problems
you're
that
not
people wouldn't even recognize, man.
there you go.
And going back to the Korean woman thing, right? We
Mhm.
happen to be very, very strong individuals, especially those who are a lot more Americanized. Okay. I mean, I don't speak Korean. I know Mi Chin doesn't. I'm sure she doesn't.
She actually
V, I don't
does.
think it does either.
She's more gangster than
V
anything.
actually does. Yes.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Yes.
Damn, she's better Korean than I am.
Yeah, she's next level
But
fucking Korean.
I
Holy
don't care
shit.
she is.
what
She
her,
is. She is.
how she comes
V's
out.
my
I
girl.
mean, her gimmick. She acts like she may act like a gangster or whatever you want to call it. But I guarantee she could pull that off no problem. But she does
Well,
it perfect.
that's why her name Michin essentially is crazy Korean woman.
Mhm.
That's basically what it means.
Mhm.
And I love when people got all fucking white girl middle class offended about it. And she was like, shut the fuck up, dude. My grandma used to call me this shit because I didn't give a fuck and I would do wild things. Suck it up. I chose
Exactly.
this.
And the double whammy, because she is half black. That's why she's the Blasian.
Ablation.
Because people
Another
don't
word I've
understand
never
what
heard
that
of.
is. She's got lots of attitude behind her. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why you see more Korean wrestlers. The exception, people are gonna say the Joshi, but that's a different beast, Joshi.
And in terms of wrestling, like you are either one of 2 things, at least in the Western world. You are either Korean, 3 things: Korean, American, or Samoan. That's it. But mostly in number 1, Samoan, because that's like their fucking trade. Second is Korean. At the long distance start is American. At the back end fourth is Canadian. That is a fact of the landscape at this moment.
People will argue with the Korean bit and I'll tell you who's gonna argue with the Korean bit. Okay.
Mhm.
There's 3. Okay, my top 3.
Okay.
No particular order. Okay. The Chinese, because there's a billion of them.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't.
Wow.
Whatever.
Exactly. Said what I said.
Then I would say the next group will happen to be like more Southeast Asian people. So like Vietnamese is one.
Nobody counts them, not even on the world stage.
We're not being. This sounds like this game racist.
It sounds like we're being racist, but we are
Seriously, it
being
really
No.
does.
no,
No.
we're being statistically correct. Like
I'm
this
being
is,
statistically correct.
I just like to
And
watch
the
out for stuff.
the
you
one,
just-
the one
okay.
that's a big controversial one. Okay. Filipino people.
Well, Filipinos and
They're a derivative of Spain. You're Spanish. You're only Asian because your fucking country happens to be in that continent. Same with India.
I mean,
Jesus
no
Christ, it's
disrespect.
geography.
And
Fuck.
I need to be clear. This is no disrespect to the Filipino people. Filipinos have yet to have a main star wrestler, regardless of what you have in your home country.
Mhm.
That is the fact. I have
Mhm.
yet, even fucking.
Well, there was one guy that was from the Bay Area.
Okay. So American, keep going.
What was Manny's last name? Anyways, his name's Manny. And Manny had this really weird gimmick,
That
which was he
nobody
would
understood.
sing. His ring, when he went to the ring, he would sing.
Oh,
Was it
so-
good? No, it was not.
Yeah,
So
not a gimmick
yeah.
that
No,
the
no.
Western world
But
got.
do you think that that got him over? Some
No.
people, yeah, because they're stupid. Others, like me, was like, "What the fuck is this?
Oh,
This is dumb. This is
when
like, what the hell is this?"
people
Yeah.
need to judge wrestling by their storyline and their approach, but if we're going to bring a societal context to it, that people can fight me on this, but it's literally number one Samoans, number two Koreans, and number three Americans. That is by
Well,
the
you can,
numbers.
but you can also say with Samoans, you can loop into, because there's quite a few that are Fijian and from Tonga, but they all look alike. Just like,
Right.
I mean, that's the truth with it. So I mean, they also get lumped into that as well. So I mean,
I
that's
mean,
the reality of it.
they get
But
lumped
with
into the
women,
Samoan level, and it's
but with
mostly the women.
women, it's more Korean, then the Samoans, and then
Right.
Americans.
It switches
Yeah.
in the women's.
Mhm.
And this is for Tom. The Tongan twins are probably the most iconic Tongan women in terms of, being anything Tongan that isn't, well, the God. Uh,
You know, I was
Yeah.
actually told by my dad, because he read up on this. I haven't watched New Japan I don't know how long, when they were there, that is. They actually, like, they didn't give a shit in New Japan, and they basically did whatever the fuck they wanted.
correct.
And that, and
Because
they would injure people, and that's the reason why they're not there anymore.
the reason why they're not there anymore is because, and I quote,
And I do know Gods of Destiny, so yeah, I know.
right. Tongaloa said, because he was interviewed by a podcast before he signed, the reason they went away from New Japan is because they had a legitimate shot at WWE. They'd already had a shot at AEW, but in their, and I am quoting, AEW is a mid card promotion. If we're gonna go anywhere, it has to be the top. And I couldn't agree more.
Look at the venues TK is grabbing now. He's actually realized that he's getting smaller venues.
Yep. And I love the fact that, the Tongans have never really had a foothold in terms of wrestling. It's always been the Anoa'i family.
And what
Like,
the fuck is with this?
And
look,
Fatu.
the Fatu are an offshoot of the Anoa'i,
Yeah, true. True.
if I understand it correctly. It's like cousins to the main branch, so branch of a branch.
Yeah.
But like when we look at those guys, and like I said, it's not a race. We're not being racist. We are pointing out this is the way it is.
Mhm.
And each individual social group, believe it or not, a Samoan or an Anoa'i and a Fatu will not wrestle the same way as a Tongan.
No.
While they are essentially Samoan, this is like Samoan and then ...
Yeah.
Like with the Koreans, I know there's a divide. I fucking suck at knowing the difference. And Amanda may be able to. There is like two families out of the Koreans that are like the wrestling people and regarded as such in Korea, China, and even Japan. The Americans don't have a bloodline. We have an athlete line. If you meet certain requirements as an athlete, you have a possibility, such as Tiffany Stratton was not a wrestling fan, but she was a hell of a gymnast.
Oh, you can so tell that.
Yeah, not at all. Like, but on the same side, you have a Charlotte LaFleur or Flair, as it were, and shit like that. Like, it's an interesting switch and
And
cut.
speaking of Stratton quick, when she had
Mhm.
the thing with Charlotte, it was on SmackDown, I believe. Yeah,
Right.
I read comments, and she was flustered. She didn't know what to say in a way.
I feel like that was necessary because the character that she is portraying as the upstart underdog.
She needs to
Trying,
be Player needs to put her over at Mania. She really does.
It really does. Because if she doesn't, it is no different
No,
than
she's gonna
Cena
bury
killing.
her. She's
Huh?
gonna bury her.
Well, it's like when Cena buried the Nexus with that
Cena
victory.
buried everybody.
Yeah, but he definitely killed an entire faction.
Yeah, I understand that, but every person that came up there was good. Beat this person, beat this person, beat this person. Oh, I'm gonna get John Cena now. Buried.
Cena didn't have a golden shovel, and he's made that clear, and I agree with this statement because he went into a promo back and forth with fucking Roman Reigns, and
Yeah.
Roman Reigns said stupid shit like suffering succotash.
Well, and John Cena told him, if you don't know, it's called a promo.
Yeah, right. If
I
if
remember
you
that.
don't,
I remember that. I'm just saying in general, like these. I don't know. Stratton, she's champion, but I think because she's just starting as champion,
right.
Charlotte can easily bury her.
At the same time, if Charlotte loses, that gives her credibility, and I feel like they're very hot on Tiffany Stratton.
And they should
As
tell Flair you're losing tonight. She needs this.
right, if she beats Charlotte, even if it's some screwy fucking finish, if she's got Charlotte dead to rights, that would raise her fucking stock so much. And I don't feel like Tiffany needs the title at all. Because she made the Money in the Bank briefcase fucking matter next to, fucking.
Dude, she will. She reminds everybody of Charlotte.
Right.
That she's perfect in every way. I'm not.
Except,
Well, I'm certain. I'm not gonna get into that, but she just.
no.
She's athletic. She can do everything that Charlotte does as good.
Right. And Charlotte, the only thing that makes her different is the prestige of the Flair name. But if we split that apart, I personally believe we're going to have an Io Sky win at a triple threat, which Io Sky absolutely fucking deserves considering the shit she's done to put the company over.
She's not losing.
No, she shouldn't. And it's a great story of the underdog. Nobody expects to win, but at the same time, it's completely believable and capable. And that's a great point to go with.
Rhea doesn't need the title. She can get over without it.
Rhea just exists as mommy from a was supposed to fail gimmick, which shout out to Dirty Dom Mysterio for taking the heat and making that work. I feel like if anybody else was involved in that didn't have that level of heat, it never would have worked.
And if when WWE does their next set of releases, if I see Rhea or Mommy get released, there's something going on.
Yeah, we know the product is fucked and Triple H has been fired.
Because she should never get released. I don't get. She has talent.
Like Liv Morgan needs to remain in that title picture, and people can at me, and I don't give a fuck if you do.
She's good at what she's doing. She's getting better.
Right, she is not just getting better. She is somebody who is legitimately considered a contender. The most protected move, statistically, most protected move in all of professional wrestling is the Oblivion.
I don't know about that one.
It's fact. I am giving
you. I think you're forgetting about one person.
Okay.
Kenny Omega.
Okay, Kenny Omega has had the one-legged angel kicked out of 3 fucking times. The Oblivion's kicked out once.
Who kicked out of it?
Don't
call Moxley because I was a foot on the freaking barbed wire.
Doesn't fucking matter, but it still counts.
I'll tell you who kicked out of it.
I really don't know, Matt. That's why I'm asking you.
Ocean Spray.
Osprey did it. Yes, he did.
And he no-sold that shit too.
I want to call out Don Callis on that. Then. I should get on next and call out Don Callis that way. Fuck.
Yeah. Nakamura kicked out of it and Styles kicked out of it.
No, there's 4.
Right.
So AEW, like, I haven't seen every Omega match. I'm not gonna lie to you. Far from it. So basically, what you guys are telling me right now is that people have kicked out of the.
Right.
Wow.
But it's much in the way that the only times it should ever be kicked out is an important match like a pay-per-view. Those are the only times it's ever been kicked out of, like as it's supposed to be.
So AEW was basically lying and shouldn't take that seriously because it's wrestling anyway.
I mean, it is trash because it doesn't have a semblance of a storyline. It doesn't know how to work TV, and they're putting over people who are fucking worthless.
All right, so basically they screwed themselves on that. I should bring that shit up to them.
Right.
Why the fuck are you lying to people? Here's proof.
Like, isn't
Tony
Paige,
Khan would do about that if he found out a fan emailed him and said, "You lied here. Here's proof."
isn't Paige in his earlier career was dominant not just because of his moveset, but because he could work the mic in a way, especially as a heel, that gravitated group's attention. This is the reason why he was brought over to NXT and has since proven himself as a top performer. No question. Ricky Saints was a missed opportunity. Every capability, but because he was getting over with the crowd, he got his promotion, his shine stopped to the point to where he was not being used at all. Because I kind of put it together in my head. Why wasn't Ricky Starks being used? Because every time they put that mulatto motherfucker out there into the ether, he got attention and was appreciated for what he did. So what did NXT do the moment he was fucking released? They said, show up. And he went, yes, sir. Which was the correct remove.
It was Wrestle Kingdom 17 where Will Ospreay kicked out the One-Winged Angel at 1 count.
Right.
Tony Khan might want to fix that comment.
Like, and
I know they're going to say shit regardless about that, but I mean,
like yes, it's only at important matches, but you have to kind of take statistically into the term that, in terms of wrestling, Kenny Omega has been like 4 times the term of career that Liv Morgan has. And it took Liv Morgan finding herself, and it took later in her career to become what she is now. Like, the Judgment Day doesn't matter as long as Liv exists.
So you really think her Oblivion's going to be protected forever?
I do. It's already being protected now to such a degree. It's like the sweet chin music of the modern day in women's division.
I think it's going to be kicked out of at WrestleMania.
It may be, but I don't think she's going to lose it until the Wyatt Six get involved. I feel like that is the change we're going to have, is that it's not Uncle Howdy's going to leave, it's Uncle Howdy's going to fall in line to the priestess of the Fiend. And that is going to be the set push out of WrestleMania. And that's why they're waiting. They're waiting for that time to where it makes sense. And that's good. But I also feel like, and I've kind of thrown some context to the ether, I also feel in that same context, we are going to see, even if it's a one-off, mark my fucking words, from WrestleMania to December, we will see a show up of either Jessica Havoc or Sue Young. One of these two people will be showing up by December 2025.
You mean on
mark my fucking words?
You mean on NXT?
On NXT, which is the main brand.
Actually, they could show up on any show now, considering they're all main brands.
I mean, yeah, because it's Koreans involved in some juncture.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Amanda? Koreans are going to start ruling the earth?
The wrestling world?
What the hell did you just do?
I had a potato chip I put in my mouth. I took it out because I'm like, oh, God, I got to talk.
Well, I mean, I made a racist statement. You have to defend your people. Go, go.
She's digging for more chips.
I'm just saying this, is that, with like Koreans are going to take over. No, they're not. But they are a force to be reckoned with. I will say that.
I kind of feel like we're going to see more Koreans in terms of WWE, or some semblance on the
Well,
line, because they have like half the island on their roster.
of
Okay,
Korea.
so what's next after Koreans?
Well, they've tried a Chinese trick, and her biggest problem is she was like, Xia Li's biggest problem is that she was unwilling to put her capability to kind of promo to the test. If she had, like, at the point Asuka came into the WWE, her English was shit and a half.
Yeah.
And she said as much. But being able to say nobody is ready for Asuka, she was put over for 2 fucking years because she was a fan favorite. Said fuck all.
Actually, she actually went online and she actually said to people, like, I'm not sure how she was getting them, but she was telling fans and random people to please do not have romantic feelings for me because nothing's going to come out of it.
I can explain that.
Oh, I know why. I mean, you don't have to explain it, but
Well,
I'm just saying,
no, I think it should be explained to our audience.
Okay, go for it.
You know, sometimes these individuals, even people in the business, don't quite understand what some people go through. Asuka had a stalker that like showed up to her house and was getting fucking weird about it.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, dude. This dude was
Mm-hmm.
a fucking hot mess and a half. Like, police are being involved, and even though Asuka is not technically under contract, you know, the WWE hooked her up because she was such an important player, which has pretty much got Asuka, I mean, no lie, back into the fold because she appreciates they gave a fuck enough.
She has her daughter, and that's all she wants right now, from what I know.
Correct. And she has her hair salon and her arcade. Like, she's set. She wrestles because she wants to.
See, I didn't even know she had all that.
Did you know she was a writer for Sega Magazine?
Nope.
Did you also know that she was a pinup girl in Japan?
Nope.
There are some very hot pictures of Asuka, and she's still as hot then as she is now.
Oh, she's very attractive. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Her fucking 40s, dude. What is it with Asians and smooth skin? Like, Amanda right now, at her age, looks 3 times better than we do. And I feel like an asshole for it, and I can't.
Yeah, go ahead. Eat it up. Go ahead.
Tell me I'm wrong. We got wrinkles.
Asian no raisin. I've said this on episode 1. Asian no raisin.
It's true. Like, fucking R-Truth will outlive us all. Like, he's the
R-Truth. What is he? 90? R-Truth like 90?
He's 50-something years old.
Yeah, he's
no. I'm making
but
fun.
Like, in general, I mean, these people are telling Asuka they have feelings for her, like romantic feelings.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you don't do it online.
Right, because
that's the worst thing to do.
Yeah, people don't get it.
That's not the way to be in person with them, and they're not taking that is. If you're not around other fans, you want to make a move, go for it. But outside of that, you don't do that shit online. They're just gonna block you.
Tom, do you like cookies or are you a fan?
Yes, I like cookies.
Okay.
Wow, that was a.
Well,
that was.
Hey, you call me a fatty, I'm not a fatty.
I asked the differential, or are you a fatty, or do you like cookies?
Who doesn't like cookies?
Some people.
There's some people who don't.
I'd be surprised at that one, but yeah, I mean,
like Amanda loves Asian cookies.
No.
But fans should have common sense enough. I'm not trying to hit on wrestlers on the internet. Come on now.
Nobody does. Nobody has common sense when it comes to the internet. Let's be real, Tom. Come on.
I do.
Yeah, but
you can back me up on that one.
If you believe and live in the IWC, you are garbage people and go fuck yourself. We are the only reliable news in terms of wrestling because we discuss it like sane individuals who actually know how this shit works. Like, we are the detox. We are the chaser from your dumb shit that you're listening to. Like, Sean Ross Sapp will tell you the most exponentialized stupidity that it's all drama and no fact. Dave Meltzer would go, "Oh, but the ratings on X, Y, and Z, dude, he's bought and paid for. Don't fucking
Yeah.
believe his stupidity. We are never
Yeah.
going to be bought. Any sponsor we get will literally have nothing to do
Yeah,
with the rest
sponsored,
of the
not
business."
sponsored. Mhm.
Right.
I
Which I
will
may
say this.
talk from a distillery, by the way. That we are going to have a moonshine distillery
Oh,
possibly as a
I'm
sponsor.
excited. I'm excited. Then my we get sponsored. Yeah.
I know we'll be pimping out Jessica Havoc's brother who does her theme music. We'll be pimping him out. We'll be pimping out a few other people. Like, this year, we're not just gonna fuck around. We're gonna try to give you guys a legitimate product that has some teeth to it, that we're gonna show you what you've never seen from people you don't know, and educate you to things that you've missed, whether you're a pro or indie or not.
Mhm.
Oh, real quick, by the way, before I forget,
Okay.
I get oh shit, what the hell was the link? I forgot the fucking link. Never mind.
Tell us about what you're talking
I
about.
was gonna talk about Rosemary and Drew Everett. They're trying to help the cat that's
Oh,
going
the
to
cat thing.
coma.
They had this Saturday a live stream for 12 hours to raise
Oh,
money
thanks.
for her
You
cat.
ruined my thing. Thank you.
I'm just helping you fill in the gaps, my dude. Tell us what happened. I understand you were there as a
No,
reporter on scene.
Digi.
No. You
No,
were.
we're not talking about that live online.
Would you?
No.
You were a reporter
Oh
on
my Lord, help
scene.
me.
I know you were not there as a fan. You were there as our reporter.
No.
Did they meet? Did they meet donations? Did they meet their GoFundMe?
Well past and appreciative of what they got.
Right. Did they say it was enough, or was it just enough to
They
hopefully help?
didn't say anything like that. They just they played games, cat games, and stuff like that, and
Right.
we all talked to them, and they just appreciated. They even if you didn't donate, they appreciated people who just hung out with them.
Right. That they gave a little exposure.
Yeah, they wanted. Exactly what they felt like they needed, like to hang out, and if you donated, it was great. I'm not going to disclose the exact amount, but they raised a good portion.
They raised a good portion, and their cat, if I'm not mistaken, is one of those forest cats, I believe.
It's their oldest one. I think they had it. I may be wrong on this. 10 or 11 years, something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember what breed it was. Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't know breeds of cats. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw gray, a lot of gray.
A lot of gray and very sphinx-like. I know that from personally watching the stream as a fan, not as a reporter, that the kitty was very much a huge important point of
That was the biggest thing.
yeah, it was like her and her significant other, like Kitty was everything and then some.
They were sitting there. Rosemary was sitting there playing. Courtney Rush, if you want to call her. That was they were sitting there playing a cat game, and other fans or whatever in there, whatever you want to call, asking them different wrestling questions or whatnot. I was more interested in talking to them about the damn game. Honestly,
Right.
that game
And
looked great. And let me tell you, Rosemary knows what the hell she's doing. She's
Mhm.
moving like you wouldn't believe.
like and that's kind of because I wasn't there, but I know that it was a very important campaign, much like the Chris Bay, and I know it's not, some people wouldn't consider it the same level, but I do. Which
I did, however, I did donate to Chris Bay. I also donated to Rush and everybody for the cat, and I was actually in this stream just enjoying my day for about I want to say 10, 11 hours straight.
yeah, you were almost there for the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like You were a reporter on the inside. Like, did it did it go well? I
Oh,
mean,
it
did
went
you get
very, the time flew.
did you see the kitty itself? I feel
Yeah,
like that's important.
yep, they showed him about 3 or 4 times or so, and then they also mentioned he wasn't either he wasn't eating properly or little
Mhm.
bits at a time, and then he started to kind of play a little bit, and then he also started taking like little bites here and there. So it's better than him not eating at all.
I kind of feel like that because cats are super intuitive, even if they're assholes.
Beautiful cats too. She has one. They have one. They have like 3 cats, I believe.
Yes,
Beautiful cats.
and they're very attentive to their feline companions.
Oh, definitely.
Like, see
They
that's
made sure they
information,
showed the cat in need at the very end before they signed off.
which is, if you didn't know, super fucking cute. Do you happen to have the link to their? I know they had like a donation page. Do
That's
you
what I'm
have
trying.
that?
I gotta find it. Hold on. Let me look at my history.
Please find it because you know how we are. And I know Amanda because a lot of the largest cat breeds are either Korean or Chinese in some capacity. That we have to love cats, and Amanda loves my cat, but she doesn't necessarily love your cat.
The only
Well,
cat I like is Hello Kitty.
right,
I'm not,
and
not a cat
my
person.
my kitty wears Karopi.
Yeah, I think that's
Right,
awesome.
right. So my kitty is your favorite because I'm the only
Yeah,
cat. Mine's the only cat you like. See,
yeah.
like when wrestlers, especially when it comes to Chris Bay, and when they put out these things, it's not Ocean Spray because that was just a dick move. When they put out selfless acts for various things like Jessica Havoc, having to kind of take a step back from wrestling and do her own thing, that means a lot. And some of y'all don't think $5 means a lot or $1 means a lot, but
Yeah.
single dollars add up.
Hmm.
Like, we don't ask like a shit ton of our merch. We plug it, we push it, but we don't make a fucking thing off of it. It's not about that. It's not even about the advertising. It's about you guys showing your love for what we do because it helps us appreciate what we do. Because, you
If
know,
yeah,
we need motivation sometimes. It's not easy. Some of y'all think that, this is a successful thing and we're top of the line. We're not. We should be, but we're not.
mm,
Only way we're going to
well,
get to the top is with fans like Willis, fans like Julius Cairo, fans like Winter, fans like Justin
hero.
in Time, Hero, Neko, name I can't remember. It's you guys that are the voices and the faces that makes podcasts like ours mean something.
Yeah,
Am I wrong,
and if you
Amanda?
happen, no, you're not wrong. And if you happen to be one of the super secret listeners, because I know there are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Hmm. Yep. If you happen to be one of them, you just know that it is it
All
is
right, Nikki,
appreciated.
incoming.
The
Yep.
fact that you guys are listening
I
for
just sent
this.
it to you.
You sent me what? God damn
I
it.
sent out the link for the donations.
Oh, you're making my life okay. So for those individuals that wish to donate, and I would appreciate it personally as an individual, I would be forever grateful for the fact that you did this.
$1, $2, anything matters. They don't care.
That
It
it
adds up.
doesn't matter. Just you putting it out on social media is every little thing because we love Courtney Rush. We love Andrew Everett. We love what they do and have put into the business. If you can, put it whatever you can, whether it's a buck, 25 cents, whatever. If
They
you
don't. They really didn't care.
right, if you don't, you can't spread it to the word. If somebody else donates $1, good for them. Every little bit counts because this is.
I actually didn't have the money at first until I looked at my PayPal account. I was like, ooh.
You're
And
welcome.
I'll be honest with you. I was like, I think there was like 8 and change in my PayPal account. I gave it all to him.
I know. I need to fix that. I pay for Tom's support. He is a sponsor as well as a talent.
But yeah, they appreciate everything until I go with their chemo treatments and everything. And chemo treatments are not cheap at all.
No, especially for an animal, because that is a very specialized ordeal.
I put that link on my desktop too, so I don't lose it.
Every little bit counts. It's like if I happen to hit the bucket, Amanda would need pet donations to cover a new producer.
This actually goes to show people that regardless of what company they work for, it doesn't mean they're rich.
Right. And whether some of you people want to believe it or not, talent is not a closed circuit centrical cult. They all kind of talk to some degree. And that's just a fact. You might think X, Y, and Z hate each other. Welcome to being a mark. These people socialize, they have to work together. There's a whole fucking to do. But as a fan, it shouldn't matter. You should be enjoying the storylines they're putting together. You should be appreciating the work they're putting into the ring. And
I'll also say this too. Let me put this the proper way. I know talent that actually outside of wrestling, because they're only booked for so many shows.
Right.
Some of this talent, they actually do have other jobs.
Correct.
Some do.
They need to be able to make it, pay their rent. They don't all have a mortgage like Roman Reigns and everybody.
Yeah, it's different for some people, but like Spike Dudley now is a tax accountant. Who would have fucking saw that coming?
Right.
Nikki Cross is part of the Wyatt Six, but at that same juncture, she has a master's degree in history.
They have a backup plan.
Right. Xavier Woods has like a doctorate.
Yeah.
It's crazy to know that, but I mean, yeah, they do have other jobs if they need it.
And
all indie events are not going to pay for every little thing they have to pay for.
And at the same time, it should be a lesson, and I know they don't emphasize this on camera, and it really is not kind of a thing. But if you're out there who has no goals and you have no understanding of what you want to do in life, your talent, your favorites either have a degree as a backup plan or a business as the other. They have invested in themselves outside of the wrestling business because the average individual in wrestling, their career is barely a decade, if they're lucky and in a good company. Independent wrestlers, for the most part, 3 or 4 years, tops. At the best, 3 or 4 years.
Even the top names for indie shows won't get paid as much as you would think.
Hot dog and a handshake for most of them who were just doing it for the love of the business. Like I'd mention the name of Chris D'Angelo, who's a dude who has been on the back end for fucking ever. Right? And he just started wrestling, and he's been so passionate about the business. He has brought back content for you guys from Hall of Famers that most of you listen to. You don't recognize he's been the driving force. And here he is now, finally getting in the fucking ring, putting what he has learned from these greats into a greater position. Like, independent wrestling, we talk a lot about recently as the main product, but when we say a name, we often go, but this is where they were before. When we talk about TNA, while yes, they're getting to become more mainstream, they're still to a degree an outlaw show. When we talk Revolver, we know Revolver is an outlaw show, and that is the reason they are referred to as an outlaw show. In the rare case that we talk about JCW, that is an outlaw show. We are telling you about the talent or where the main talent are going to, so you understand independent wrestling is fucking everywhere.
Here's a good example for somebody who has I'll say a normal person's job after this
Correct.
guy was done with pro wrestling. You can find this out on the internet anywhere if you actually look it up, or you can find it, whatever. Just Incredible actually used to be a manager at the Boston Market.
It's true.
After wrestling, that's what he led to. He's not as rich as people as everybody thinks he is. He does struggle.
It is. And Just Incredible arguably was
I don't know if he's still
significant
there or
talent.
not, but he was there.
He really doesn't wrestle anymore, but this was a dude that
He got big.
he was big for his time. But
No, I'm not talking about that type of big. He got big.
Oh well, yeah. Now he is.
I
but
think he did a lot of drinking.
to be fair, considering the heights that he reached and Vince McMahon fucking destroyed his career, I drink a lot too, because that was bullshit. Amanda, what's on your mind,
Yes,
babe?
sir.
Don't
He's
Well,
also Aldo
sir.
Montoya. It's fair to
You
admit that
you
too.
call me fucking sir, I'm gonna go Ennio Montoya on your ass.
It's almost 1:30.
It is.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we need
Yeah,
to make
well-
up for the shit
She's listening to us, but not listening to us while reading.
Well, to be fair, the last episode was off the fucking rails. We owe it to our
2:00 in the morning.
Correct. We
I
we
remember.
have a little bit. Amanda,
I tried. I
know.
I tried to wrangle it in, Tom. I tried. How many times I tried to close the show? Many. Many.
Yes,
I had
you did.
commentary from people who said to me, "You're usually the one. You're not the adult. You were the adult in last week."
Right.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to close the show. I was like, yeah, goodbye.
Like,
and yeah. I was like,
I wouldn't even be able to stop the stream. I'd be like, yeah, we're out.
Well, that's why I said what I said at the beginning of the show. That was us marking out for Just Incredible, or Justin in Time. We're going to call it. He gets to be Just Incredible now because the other guys working at, a fucking deal. So he gets to be Just Incredible, even though he's just in time.
Mm-hmm.
That was us marking out. It was a one-time thing. We get once a year. This is we're back to business, bitches. So
yes, we are.
We have to come before we call this a night.
We will be soon. I'm leaving it to
We
Amanda.
will be soon. Ew.
To you.
I was just asking. I didn't know if anybody had to get up in the morning or not.
No,
Amanda,
I'm just.
Look, you're putting us making the Nike shoes. You figure it out.
I tell you what, I could stay up all night if I had to.
Yeah.
For you, I would stay up all night.
Yeah, you can't. But that's okay.
I'll remind you, Gigi, PayPal.
I've already donated more than any other person you have ever had on your stream.
I was messing around with you. Relax.
Look, I take that personally. I take donations seriously.
Nah, dude, I'm not worried.
Well, I will say this, or I'm plugging right here. Okay.
Plug in.
Guys, I'm seriously taking donations for Stand and Deliver because I'm having an issue.
1,000%.
I'm having an issue. Okay. Ticketmaster has ticket shamed me once again because I'm a single. Now, there are also some weird, bizarre shit that's going on with the tickets because you can buy pairs of these things that are saying that it's general admission in these like floor areas. They're $5.21 each.
Holy shit!
For me, I don't understand what that means. I've never seen tickets like that where it says that.
My-
But
no,
you can't buy
there's
one.
something
You have to buy
screwy
it in
with that.
pairs.
Amanda,
And that's fucking
do you have a
ridiculous.
donation link?
Oh shit!
You can Venmo, Cash
You're getting
App
Amanda
me,
Do you
at
have PayPal?
you know, PayPal I do. You hit my DMs, but all of it is at Ms. Amanda Jane. All of them.
Everything is Miss Amanda Jane. Is that correct?
JAYNE. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Amanda,
When
I
you have a
advise
brand, you
Amanda,
got
I
to.
advise you not to look at your PayPal right away.
See, I
What?
don't have a brand because I suck.
Well, I had a brand because I had a Etsy shop for a while, but anyways, that's different. That's a little different.
Like,
You know, I never
But
knew about Etsy until like 3 years ago.
even Tom has
Yeah.
a fucking brand. I am a dickbag. I clearly suck.
you don't have to have a brand, okay?
I should have a brand. I'm having a Hall of Fame fucking talent making me shit, and I don't have a brand.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't believe you
dude.
just said that.
I did.
yeah,
Because if you don't invest in yourself, who's gonna fucking invest in you?
true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need to do a thing because it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I anyways, so as I was saying, going back, well, like I don't know if you guys watched NXT yesterday.
It's Miss
Okay.
Amanda
Yes, I
Jane,
did. I streamed it.
JAYNE.
JAYNE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you see, here's the thing though. Okay, I'm gonna go before people are like, oh,
Man, I actually
I
get
don't.
excited when you come into the chat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, you do? No, everyone
Yes.
ignored me yesterday.
No,
I was like, okay.
I
like,
probably
Tom.
I probably didn't see it.
You know
do
what? I
other
was like,
stuff.
Tom.
I have multiple computers going, so I'm constantly doing
Yeah.
something.
Amanda.
Said the ears. Baby New Year.
Amanda.
Yes, sir.
Check
Yes.
PayPal.
Okay.
Please check your PayPal.
I see her jaw dropping and yelling at you.
She is going to yell at me, and her jaw is going to drop.
Hold on. Where's my PayPal?
I have to keep entering a damn code to get to my PayPal.
I have an authenticator too, but she's on Apple.
No. No. You
Told
don't
you.
have to do this.
I told
Yes.
you.
No. No.
I do.
No.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
No.
Shut the fuck up and accept it.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. No.
Yeah.
Big heart. Big heart. Big heart.
You gotta
Anyways.
come up with the rest, but
No, I have stuff. I have reserves because right now I've been waiting to see Kiro. Like Kiro, I'll pay for it. Okay. I have no problem. I don't want a fucking handout. I just want to be up front.
I told you, Amanda. I told you.
That's why I gave you what I gave you, and it doesn't need to be public. I'm just telling you that I love you.
I can't be in the front row unless something happens.
Don't give a look. I love you. Shut the fuck up and accept it. I don't care if you're.
All right, new conversation.
New conversation.
No, I'm going back to Ricky's skirt. Sorry.
Oh God, here we go.
Ricky Saints.
Another new conversation.
Don't go.
Please.
Oh God, here we go.
Another new conversation.
Ricky Saints.
This was on topic. Okay. So I don't know if y'all listened to his little interview with Vic Joseph.
That was so good.
They started. And people might think that he's a fucking liar about living in his car, not knowing it, wondering if he's going to eat because he didn't have the fucking money.
Sure.
I can say that's 100% fucking true. I'm sorry. You can fucking at me and argue with me about it, but it's true. It is true.
It's true.
And, I, like, for me, for me, it breaks my heart in a way because it's like, some of these guys, and especially going and like stalking people and whatever, right? Because somebody accused me of being a stalker. And I'm like, I'm not. Trust me. Like these guys and girls, like, no, but they all like work very, very hard, for what they have, or don't have, you know. And sometimes like you really sometimes need to support like kind of your favorite people.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of that. So, um, or if your favorites start scamming you, not scamming, but you know, if they want to say, oi, not oi, but my mom needs a new kitchen. I can't afford to pay for it and help her out because I just furnished my whole house in Japan.
That
Oh, fuck you.
and that
Fuck
was
you.
shitty as fuck. Like,
And there was
dude,
another shitty one too. He did like someone was in a car accident in his family and he wanted people to give him money. And I'm like, no, dude, you're a fucking scammer. Quit doing that. You have money. You do. You do. I'm sure you do.
yeah.
Because you're a cheap motherfucker. And now you're getting good t-shirt money, which you weren't getting before. Oh yeah. And if you guys buy that Assassin's Creed Will Ospreay jacket, I will fucking publicly, and if I see you in public, I will fucking publicly shame you.
Don't waste yourself on money paying for a thing that nobody else is going to pay for, because that game at this current point is so below and not loved because of the disrespect. And as us who understand Japanese wrestling and independent wrestling, who love each other, that was some bullshit. And Japan has every right to be like, fuck you. And those of you who appreciate that culture should also be saying fuck you, because that's bullshit. By the way,
It's
Amanda,
bullshit.
I did the same thing to Tom, and it's great.
Much appreciated when I'm kicking your fucking head.
Well, part of that is for you to take a fucking drive and hang out at our house for a weekend.
That means you have to do it. That means
Yeah.
you have to do it.
I have paid 100% for you to drive your ass down here and drive your ass back.
Oh my God! Help
If
me.
I need to send your mom flowers, I will to make this happen. I'll even send your dad some Marine shit. I
No,
don't
Lord,
care.
help me.
I will hit on your dad. I don't give a fuck. He was a Marine. It's not gay underway.
No, it's not.
See,
It's not. It
Amanda's
is not
close
gay.
enough to San
Now,
Diego to know that reference.
oh, I know. I am. And also too, I remember I have a lot of Coast Guard up here.
The Coast
I have that
Guard
big
are
station at
bitches.
Tamales. Yeah, no.
But
I know.
the Coast
But
Guard are embarrassing, but keep going. Sorry.
okay, so what I was saying with everything is that, I feel like, we should support people, right? So I'm a definite, yay, there's Black
Yeah.
Hawk Tom. So I'm a definite, supporter of that. Now, if you saw that, I think it was really great.
I want you to
The shit,
understand what I just sent was not an insignificant amount, but I am in a position
it,
that I can. But $1 is as good as $5 is as good as
you don't need, like,
$2.
right now, like, people, like,
Hell,
you know,
even
you
just
don't even,
sending the shit, like,
no, I just like right now, like for me, I need to have the thing so I can pay for it because I'm not asking for comps. I'm asking for the seat so I can pay for it
yeah.
myself. Yeah, and because, honestly, like as we're going to get into this right now,
And
is the
it's
whole
not
thing with Sean
begging.
Spears.
Like
What?
and it's not begging. We are,
No.
well, and that's a differentiation. Is we're not
Yeah.
begging. We are telling you that we put our money where our mouth is when we believe
Mhm.
an independent talent like Ricky
Yeah.
Starks. We are the last merch
Dark
that
Saints.
Ricky Starks has.
Dark Saints.
Dark Saints. We
Mhm.
were the last merch.
Yep.
Like,
And that,
no bullshit.
yeah, that pro wrestling tease, he probably signed those photos because he was the photo. He probably signed those months ago.
Right.
or when he
And
was at C2E2, or
much
what? Not C2E2, whatever he was at. Yeah.
right. Like these are the things that we're trying to tell you. Like, if you like Jessica Havoc, she has a merch store. If you like Rosemary, she has a merch store. If you like Demon X Bunny, they definitely have a merch store. If you don't know any of these and you know some fucker on your independent that you think is amazing, show up after the show. These guys have booths, or if they don't, you go up to them and you say, "Hi, I love what you do. How can I support you?" And believe it or not, it doesn't matter how great or how, Marcus you get. The moment you say, "How can I support you?" you were already 2 steps ahead of every motherfucker just looking for attention.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
Every one
I
of
will
us can
say,
tell you here.
yeah.
Every one of us.
Now, where I was going with this
I know.
is if you saw the when he was talking to Sean Spears, okay, masterful. The tension, you can feel it. I'm kind of loving that they're playing off of all of those things about Ricky's difficult to work with. Ricky this, Ricky that, all those negative things that people in AEW were trying to say that he was doing. And it was like, I just had to laugh about it. But when he was like, okay, well, basically when Ricky said when he walked away, well, I guess I have to win that belt now if I want to stick around.
Are you talking about the match he has next Tuesday?
Well,
Are you talking about the match he has next Tuesday?
yeah.
Yes.
All right. I went to the bathroom, so I wasn't sure.
That match is going to go into WrestleMania because Sean Spears and Ricky Starks as a match, and you will see it. You might be like, huh, on paper.
Ethan Page
Ricky's
or
not
one
winning.
of
He's
them.
not winning it next Tuesday. He'll win it though.
No, he's not. It's either going to be Ethan Page or Wesley. Yeah,
one
Wesley.
of those two
Wesley, I'm gonna call them.
Interfere.
Yeah, one of them is going to interfere.
So, as big of a star as he is, I still think he needs to wait a little bit.
That's a fair assessment. See how much the crowd is stepping into it.
That's like Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble the first time and just being.
But look at how Ethan Page. Okay, it was about what, a month?
And not even a month, and he was already a title holder. Well deserved.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think too that's kind of the way it goes, and this is why I really want to go to fucking Stand and Deliver, because I swear to God, I swear on my fucking father's grave, gonna win the fucking belt there.
Yes.
And I want to be, to quote Hamilton, in the room where it happens.
Well, and
like not some shitty seat, because I'm short. I'm 3 apples tall. No. So
how tall are you?
I'm 3 apples tall.
It's on the wiki. You don't know.
I was gonna say I'm 6 foot.
I'm a Wikipedia apparently.
Are you really 6'2"?
Yes, I am.
I'm only 6 foot. You're fucking...
Or are you billing yourself at that?
No,
because there's certain wrestlers who build themselves at certain heights, and they are definitely not the height.
6 foot.
Yeah, he's told me that like 6 times in my life.
I'm my biological father, who I don't have a relationship with. He's very tall.
Because he's a dick bag, and he should eat a dick because he's not good enough to be
there you go.
with us.
There you go.
He's taller than I am.
He's still a dick bag.
Well, that's beside the point. But yeah, I am 6'2".
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm only 6. Well, fuck your 2 inches.
Well,
I'll say that.
No. So I because you're 3 apples.
I am.
He's like 12.
I'm 5'3". Okay,
Jesus, and she's a fucking midget.
I know, that's what I said. I said
you're like.
I actually do know legal midgets,
God damn, you were an inch away from legal midget. Fuck me.
I know legal midgets, and wow.
Okay, so okay, are these the right boot? Yes, they are. I'm wearing these in a bit.
Her mom is like 5'6" or something, 5'6", 5'7", isn't she?
My mom?
Yeah.
My mom?
Yeah, she's
like 5'1". You
She's
kidding
5
me?
foot one. I
Uh-uh.
thought I saw long legs last time I saw her.
No, she's got skinny little legs. Oh
In
my
Like,
my
God, she's a
house,
twig.
people call
My
me to
mom
reach
barely
to the
weighs
top
like
shelf.
90 some odd pounds.
well,
No.
that's because
No.
your mom needs more flowers to recognize she's a good mom.
My mom? Mine?
No, Tom's. I mean, I could
Oh,
give your
his.
mom
Okay.
flowers, but
Well,
she would take it the
okay.
wrong way.
So
You know what? You know
while
what
I
your wife
leaned
told
out
me
of
to do? She told me to tell you to give me her number. I'm going to ask her now just
Okay.
to piss you off.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah, she can call me
So
anytime. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry,
telling
yeah,
Amanda.
there
you,
you
you
go.
misunderstood that whole thing.
I'm
I
not
said
misunderstood.
she told me she had no problem with giving it to me, but I didn't ask her for it. And she's like, ask Digi because I'll give it to you. I know he will, no problem. Just to
Fuck
piss you
yeah.
off, I'm going to ask her for her number now.
I told you, Tom, I'll be your stepdaddy. It's fine.
I'm going to ask your wife for her number.
I'm
Mhm.
in. Sorry, Amanda. I know I just made this awkward, but please, I would like to know, like, because I've seen your mom's legs. That's all
Oh,
I've
Lord,
ever
help
seen
me.
of her, of in general.
Holy shit, I'm going to wake
I'm
up my
like
house.
thinking, how did you see my mom's legs? Because
Because,
usually my laptop is not facing the door. So I don't
well,
know.
it was in your old studio set when I first started dealing with you. She walked
Oh
in.
yeah. Okay.
Right. So I've
Yeah.
only seen her legs, and I'm like,
Mhm.
my mind
Done
went
that.
to
And she
she's
knows
five
how to
six, five
do
seven,
it.
but
Fucking no.
if
Mm-mm.
she's
No,
built
she's not.
like one of those battle cats, I mean, I'll send
No,
her
she is
flowers.
not. No. No.
Well, but
No.
she's what is she like
She's like
that?
2 apples tall. Okay.
Oh,
Just 2
fuck
apples.
me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's like I
Yeah.
could put her in carry-on luggage kind of shit.
Is
What
Winter
the
And
still
fuck?
awake?
What?
she's old.
Is she still awake?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
producer lady decided that since this was our podcast after the shenanigans that was last, that she would love us. And I am loud, Digi, not on stream though. Oh, so what that means is I need to shut the fuck up loudly because she just responded.
Winter,
Sorry,
you give me a
producer
number now
lady.
that she doesn't care.
I apologize, producer wife, and please do not kill me. I fear for my life.
Tom, don't you start.
Tom,
I just think what
please,
she said.
Tom, please don't get me killed.
This is what
Yeah,
no,
don't
this
get
is
him
what
killed.
she
Okay.
Bro.
said, not me.
I am your
Bro.
legitimate best friend. Don't kill me.
Okay, I'm done
I'm
talking.
just
You guys can talk.
saying.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Because if she happens to get all upset
Amanda,
or
I
whatever, get
listened to
riled
your
up.
trauma. Just let it go.
No,
Okay.
she's not gonna get it, but she's the one that mentioned it
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
Next topic.
so as I was saying, okay. Now, honestly, I'm gonna have to bring these anyway. I did not want to because they're heavy. And
Bring
I'm
it
not
in.
walking in the airport with it.
No,
My fucking big ass fucking boots
I
with
mean,
the
She's
3.5-inch platform,
Holy shit, Amanda.
almost 4 inches.
yeah, goddamn, that's some hooker boot shit.
I'd say those are hooker boots.
They're not
Yeah.
hooker boots.
They are
They're
You know
hooker
what
hooker
I'm
boots.
saying?
They're the kind of shit you wear when you're in a hotel.
My
you know
female best
saying?
friend I known since I was 17, and I'm not 40, has hooker boots.
Yeah, those are hooker
These aren't
boots,
hooker
honey.
boots.
Yes, they
They're
are.
hooker boots. These
They
days,
are
men
not
prefer-
hooker boots.
Show them again. I'm gonna tell you something. Show them again. Show them again.
Show them again.
Just shut up for a second.
Yes, sir.
They are not okay.
No, seriously.
They're
Show it
real
again.
leather.
I want to show you
Okay.
something.
What?
Okay.
Okay. You see the heel's perfect, and then take that and point it straight up. Not the heel. Take the whole thing. It's a hooker boot.
No, it's not.
That's what they wear.
It is weird.
No,
dude,
they wear
I'm
no.
telling
No,
you.
no. It's a whole different thing. Okay.
Oh,
Men,
Lord.
y'all are like fashionably challenged. Okay.
No, we're not.
A hooker stripper boot is different than this. Okay.
Hooker stripper boot. That's
Mhm.
hooker boot is the flat heel. Hooker stripper boot is the I can stab you in
Holy
the eye.
shit. I am looking at a shitload of hooker boots on Google.
I mean, we are not insulting you.
Okay. Okay. No. I'm
This
saying
is-
most of the hooker boots, they have at least a 6-inch stiletto heel on a
Right.
platform. They're the stripper shoes, right?
Those are
I'm
hooker
saying that
strippers.
this is not a hooker boot. I'm
Right.
just saying.
But
It's
Because I
not
don't want to
be
give people
ashamed
bad
of.
we're
bad
telling you the
impression.
male differentiation.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Amanda.
Right. Hooker stripper is I'm a whore and I
That is
degradate
called that.
myself.
Doesn't mean no one won't buy
Right.
that.
Yeah, but I've never had anyone call my boots hooker boots.
Right.
Well,
Well, we
maybe
are telling you.
I'm from Rhode Island, live in Mass. Digi lives, yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, even in Ireland. Hooker boots are not a problem. It is an enticing. Please pay me attention. It's not a bad thing.
It's just a label they get to them.
Right. When you
My-
go to like stilettos, what you're saying is I have daddy issues. Come fuck me.
My best friend, who's a female, one of them, she has boots like that, just like that, maybe a little higher, and I call them hooker boots. She hasn't worn them in years, but she
Right.
Well,
has them.
yeah, because you
This is
boot shamed her. Yeah.
hooker
No,
boots
but-
are not a problem. It's when
No,
you go to
this you know
hooker
what this
strippers.
boot? You know what I call this boot?
Oh, hooker
This
boot.
boot is my pretty much my insta height. Okay,
It's
because I'm
Actually,
able.
speaking of, Noah boots would be perfect for her. Remember Problem Child 2? The girl trying to get on the ride? She had the fucking huge.
Well, I'll say this, okay? Like, all right, I hate it. Okay, you two are tall. All right,
I'm not.
I
It's not
hate
my
it. Hold
fault.
on.
More.
Let me tell you, I really hate it when I have the fucking tallest motherfuckers in front of me. Okay, because when they stand up, and some of these ones who like to stand up the whole fucking time, I'm like, bro, for real? Because
And-
I'm like, I'm not going to sit down because I can't fucking see. Okay,
And-
so I have to have these shoes, and does it help? A little,
right.
a little, but I will say that I have to wear them because there's an off chance that I might be able to see, and then I could be up. Now, if someone behind me doesn't like it, I'm like, you know what? I feel your pain because I'm normally there with you. Solidarity, but it's not my fault that you didn't bring tall shoes.
This
That's all I'm
is the
saying.
part where, if those of you don't know, this is where we're derailing because it's fun.
Yes, and they're not hooker boots. So if you guys think
they are, I am telling you from a guy's standpoint because even without the hooker boots, you're a short lady. We kind of dig that because we have weird, awkward fantasies in dealing with short chicks.
Okay, I don't want to know. Okay, I don't want to hear that.
Don't tune it out. You should hear this as a woman. You shouldn't tune it out. You should hear it as you were a woman. This is the thing, guys. Think about.
I know. Trust me,
Right.
I know where you're going with this, and I'm like,
are you
not
really?
appropriate.
Do you really know?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure, but you're not totally sure, right?
I'm. You know what? I didn't fall off the turnip truck the other day.
No. Let me speak. I promise you, this will be different.
Okay, I doubt it though, but okay.
Trust me. I have never steered you wrong when I've said that word.
Yep.
Okay. So, in an entomology and a sociological point, with a woman, it's a sort of internal domineering effect, which a lot of short women deal with. So when you add the hooker boots, it's kind of like a lie because you're adding yourself 6 inches when we're looking for a concept. And I know that's a girl thing. You either have it or you don't in terms of your height. But guys, like when you see the guys that are like 6'5" or something in that range, like a Randy Orton or something like that, that gravitates a lot of the female attention because it is a tall object which looks like it could be domineering. So if you were, say, looking for that attention in terms of maybe taking somebody home for whatever reason,
Some messaging.
right, without the boots, you are
Not
more likely because you are 3 apples tall. because men have a weird thing that is biologically ingrained. It has nothing to do with any weird sex shit. It is everything to do with an internal psychology. I know this because I have a degree in it.
Amanda,
Mhm.
I sent a link. Click on it.
Dude, if you sent her blue waffle, I will
No, it has
fucking
nothing
kill
to do
you.
with that. No.
There is
See.
like
No, in the
I know there is a
Oh.
weird level of psychology. People, oh yeah, that
that's what I was talking about.
right. There's a whole
This
psychology.
YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah,
Click
Okay.
on it.
I don't know why Safari's not letting me open the page. Hold on.
Because it's Safari and
It's
fuck
fucking
Apple.
Apple and it blows dick.
Right.
Hey, you guys.
We don't have a problem with the link, and we click on the fucking thing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why. Hold on here.
Well, we need to get you
hold
on Brave just to make your life easier.
I told you no. I like my.
Brave
like
is
Is it
my-
really
a
not opening? It has to
hold
open.
on. Brave is a web browser you can download off the store for free, and if it's not free, I will gladly pay you to have it.
Well, I find that oh shit, hold on here.
Please download Brave and learn to use it.
Well, right now, no, I'm not going to do that right now.
Well, not
Okay.
now, but after.
Okay, here we go. Oh God, commercials.
Oh, now you get it. Actually, I'm on the site to show it in the fucking URL.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you
Okay.
need to get Brave too.
I have
Okay.
Brave.
Okay,
Finally.
Hold on,
day.
Digi. What, Amanda?
Amanda, come on.
Okay, I saw it. So
You
back
saw what I
in
was
the day.
talking about now?
Yeah, no, I knew what you were talking about. No. I did. I thought you were showing me hooker boots.
Like,
But no. Let me true story, okay? That's like Spice Girl shoes. So when the Spice Girls came out, Baby Spice, Ginger had them. Those were the two that had them. They had those big platform sneakers. I rock those all the time, right?
But
They don't make
That's what
them
you
anymore.
need to get on a ride.
Now, hold on here. I know,
here's the thing.
but
They emphasized, even in their music videos, that they were clearly wearing something that increased their height. It was always at least 2 times a video that
that was the style. That was the style.
it was a style, but you knew because even
For that movie, it was a cheat.
Well, I mean, Spice World was fucking garbage.
I'm talking about Problem Child 2.
It wasn't
Problem
about
Child
it.
2.
Okay. All right. First of all, do
Amanda's
not slander.
the fightest.
Do not slander fucking Spice World, okay?
Spice World was garbage.
Speaking of
Okay.
Spice World, that thing looks small on the outside and huge on the inside.
Okay. Hold on. Tom, I need to shut this down. Okay.
She's gonna fight me now.
I am. Okay.
Good.
To you, it's probably garbage. Okay.
Why? Why do you think it's garbage?
To you, well, first of all, like the plot line is just horribly. It was written not very well.
I think we actually even scared Kara off without him showing up.
The plot line was completely nonsensical, without issue.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why you thought it was garbage.
Depreciated the character that the Spice Girls had put together as terms of their band. It was disrespectful.
Yeah.
So what else you got?
But okay, that's why I'm saying that's why you think it's trash. It also can be trash because of the fact that I don't know, like it just was like, dude, like what's the point, right? Why put out things like this when there's no point?
And the Backstreet Boys could have done better.
Oh my God!
Hi, Parker, as well. Spice World
subject?
is a banging piece of '90s nostalgia. Thank you.
I mean, Clark
thank you,
gets
sir.
it. You're Griswold.
Griswold.
I have all '90s music.
It does not have to be
like,
a great movie, but it's fun, and that's all. Exactly.
Hey,
someone's like dampering the fun.
Okay, stuff I don't
roll
like.
them up, buddy. Roll them up.
Dude, I'm talking fucking Britney Spears and fucking Spice Girls for crying out loud.
Well, Britney
All
Spears is
because I
another.
don't want to forget the 90s.
Like you
Okay,
can
hold on.
only look at the only two Spice Girls in terms who have ever been able to come back for any capacity were the ones
Amanda,
that
what happened to this
were
fucking
not the
podcast?
object of the shoes because men are weird. You remember that shit.
Okay, I'm going back to the Spice World thing.
Right.
It's it's not okay. How do I explain? Rocky Horror.
Clark is
Okay.
You know, I
really-
never saw that movie.
like I love
You
Clark.
gotta see it
but
with a
he is
live cast.
roasting the shit out of me on this.
I've never
and
saw
I
Rocky Horror
appreciate
Picture
it.
Show.
Well, you have to go where there's a cast because it's
God
better when you
damn
have
it.
audience participation.
Tom,
Anyways,
bring your ass. Bring your ass.
I'll think about it.
I'll tell your mom you need to come down here and she'll force you.
well, okay. So now we're getting
Mhm.
forced. Okay.
I
So
know.
Rocky
Now that we-
Horror.
Right.
Horrible fucking plot. Horrible, a lot of horrible things.
That's a musical,
But
correct?
it's a fun movie
Is that a musical?
because the audience participation makes it fun.
And
Now-
it's a musical, but not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it that far because you could say that Xanadu was a musical, but it really wasn't.
Whoa.
That was a good. That was a
Now
good movie.
We're
When
gonna
you're so
fucking
fucking
fight.
off topic.
What?
No. This is the end of the show. We can get off topic. That includes you if you want to throw in some shit.
I'll wait till
Yeah.
we're not on it no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
'cause
I'm not making fun of Xanadu. I like Xanadu.
I will
Okay.
fight you over Xanadu. That shit is amazing for its time.
It was.
It inspired
It was.
Disco Inferno.
I know.
Rocky
Joe
Horror
told
barely
me
has a
tomorrow.
plot, lol. But the characters, the cast, exactly.
It
And
was
also
Tim Curry.
Clark.
Without Tim Curry, it never would have made it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like when they've redone it on Fox and they had Laverne Cox play Dr. Frankenfurter, I'm like, no, this is
No.
garbage.
Wait,
Garbage.
did you
How
finally see
dare
yourself?
you all? How dare you? Okay.
Yeah, if
No.
it's not Tim
Sweet
Curry, go
transvestite
fuck
does not sound the
yourself.
same. Exactly.
She
If
said
it
she went,
was
So
cast,
she either fart or shit herself.
What's that, Tom?
She said
What?
she went. So she either fart or shit herself.
I'm like,
In a scale of
whenever
1 to 10, it
Mhm.
was -1 because you had to exude a certain level of metrosexuality to make Sweet Transvestite work. And
Mhm.
Tim Curry at that time was the last holdout
Mhm.
to where he was in that same vein as David Bowie.
Anyway,
There are other pieces like Barry
That
and Janet and Meatloaf, but yes, Tim Curry is always the best. I will
well,
say this.
Suzanne
let Amanda
okay.
talk,
Sarandon
please.
just
Hold on,
screams
hold on.
so on the back end, but
I think I'm kind of an expert on the subject of Rocky Horror because I actually performed a long time ago with
honey,
one
She's
of the
been
best
trying to
Rocky
get
Horror
this out
casts
for a
in the
while.
nation.
You can't
Amanda,
interrupt it.
Yes.
Amanda, baby girl, 666 shows as Frank. You're welcome.
Ooh. I
Say
bet.
what?
Ooh, nice. Well, you're also here. Cheers to that. Okay. I can't even tell you how many
What?
shows I've had.
What the hell's going
Cheers,
on?
baby
You've had
girl.
more than me.
Love you to death. Mwah.
Yeah, sure. What the hell's going on?
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Amanda
if you
and
stop
I are having a
talking,
moment, but
yeah,
Amanda
if you
can go.
stop talking over and listen.
Well, it's because we're confused.
Well, if you're confused, just listen. Congo legend, mother. No, Tim Curry.
Oh,
You
well,
forgot
yeah,
Clue.
You were talking.
You
Oh,
forgot
it was gonna be a long
Clue.
night.
Tom, have
If
you
he
ever
wasn't
seen
the
Clue?
butler, Clue.
Have you
Sorry.
ever seen the movie Clue, Tom?
I know of it. I maybe have it. Just don't remember it.
But have you seen it?
I know about it. Yes, I do. I probably have it. Just don't remember it.
Right. Clue was an iconic mark
Game.
of a.
It's a board game.
It is a board game, but
It was
the
after
movie,
the board game.
Right. I know
The
what
Yeah.
you're talking
movie
about.
was
I just don't remember it.
the movie was
That's fine.
schlock fucking crap.
No.
But that's
No.
why it's great because it was so hammy, like a board game.
Madeline Kahn. the flames,
Mm.
the side of my face.
Yeah. It
The-
was-
yeah, I'm like that little fucking thing of hers just fucking. My God, I loved it. Like, when are you gonna have like Martin Mull and
oh,
why am I blanking on fucking other lady's name? Fucking Christopher Lloyd. You know,
yeah.
it was an all-star cast of people. You know, it's like this was amazing, and
It was
they
one
had
of
some
those
really cool like
movies,
cameos. You know,
like,
but I'm just saying. So back to where I was with the
Excuse me.
Spice Girls thing.
go
Okay.
ahead. 'Cause it's
Okay,
relevant,
there are
it's all relevant.
certain films, okay, that they may not be the greatest films. Like, they're not going to win an Oscar. Okay, there's no Golden Globe. Okay, it might get one of those Rotten Tomato things, but you know, whatever. But what I'm saying is that it's about fun. Okay, because like on the
Like,
Disney Channel, I watched Camp Rock. Okay,
oh,
and
Camp Rock,
I'm
Jesus
not ashamed to
fucking
admit
Christ.
it. It was a horrible movie, but you know, it was fun.
I
So that was I
mean,
like it.
can we define fun?
Mm-hmm.
Are You
Yeah.
Afraid of the Dark? That was great.
That was fucking great.
Yeah. And like I said, my guilty pleasure is freaking Melrose Place and
Oh,
90210.
It wasn't that 90210 knockoff.
No,
Melrose
it was
Place-
not. It was a spin-off.
and-
The 90210 not 90210 did not have a knockoff. If you want to say that 90210 had a
I'm
knockoff,
asking because I really don't know. I just thought of that.
Saved by the Bell kind of was like that was
Saved
the
by the
PG
Bell-
version.
Saved by the
look.
Bell was fucking gold.
Right.
But I'm saying
Right.
in comparison, that was like
Well,
that was
if
you
you
know.
wanted
Saved
to
by the Bell
compare,
came out first, didn't it?
no. 90210 came out first. It didn't get popular till Saved by the Bell because there were similar individuals in their pre-tape. And it kind of blended together where some people believe it is the same universe. It is not the same universe. You're two
It
separate
is not the
individuals.
same universe. No. Now, when they tried to remake 90210, absolutely not. That's
fucking-
garbage.
By the way, just
Fuck.
so you know, Saved by the Bell was actually originally named Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's
Now,
right.
maybe you
Because that was the
remember that.
teacher's name.
I
Yep.
do remember that. It was much like in the
It
same
didn't
term.
last long until Saved by the Bell actually came in.
Oh my God.
Right.
So, Clark, question for you: since your mom you and your mom used to watch Beverly Hills 90210,
Baywatch.
what's your opinion?
Baywatch,
What's your-
came off.
Okay, Baywatch has nothing to do right now
Look.
with my question. Okay, you're gonna see where I'm going because I'm taking this back to wrestling. Okay,
It was
Pam
about
Anderson does
Pamela
not wrestle.
Anderson. She did not wrestle.
No, we're not talking about Pam Anderson. Okay, I'm trying to get us back. Okay,
Okay.
I am curious on your thoughts, Clark, because this is a
You
wrestling.
I'm done
Kinda
talking.
show.
I'll listen to you guys.
no.
Right.
We are always two steps from Kevin Bacon,
Yeah,
whether you know it
But-
or not.
yeah,
So,
but
even
so
talking about Pamela Anderson, we are two steps from a Hall of Famer. You know, much in
Yeah,
the
but-
same way as they're talking about
but
Baywatch.
right now,
Look,
I'm-
Hasselhoff, like,
there
he's
you
a
go.
hoe. He's put his dick in everything.
Okay, we're not talking about David Hasselhoff here. Okay, slow
Why
your
not?
roll.
Look,
Because
the
okay, first of all-
Hasselhoff is everything.
okay, no, I'm going a different route. Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
I'm
You are the
taking
host.
control back to this because you know what? Hold on. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
on.
You are the winner,
Hold
and
on.
I apologize for interfering.
you'll see where I'm going when I say this.
I
So-
understand.
Yeah. Let me get it out. Let me
May I
get it out.
use the potty while you were directing this weird ship?
Go to the bathroom, Digi.
Lord,
I'm
yes.
gonna go to the bathroom. Enjoy.
I would talk about Hasselhoff, but I need to order a
And you,
cheeseburger.
Amanda, talk about whatever you want. This is
Well,
hilarious.
Okay,
Amanda,
so-
you're the one in control. Enjoy.
Okay, so what my question is, so since you watched 90210, right, with
You're
your
talking to
mom,
Clark, correct?
What?
Clark, you're talking to
You're
him,
like,
correct?
dude, let me
I
get the
said-
question out. Oh
I
my
said you're
God.
talking to Clark, correct?
Yes,
That's all
There's
I'm
only
asking you.
one
Go
person
ahead.
in the chat
All right,
room.
go ahead. Talk. Go ahead.
But if you have if you want to answer it too, you can. But
Okay. Go
I don't know. So obviously, Jack Perry's father, rest in peace, dude, fucking loved him, was in 90210.
Why did
So
he pass, by the way?
I'm
Yeah.
bringing what? Dude, you're like talking over me, and I can't even hear what you said.
All
What?
I said was I forget how he passed away.
He had some health complications.
Okay, well, just continue your thing then. I was messing
Yeah.
with you. Go ahead.
He was on the verge of a comeback too. You know what? He was. He really was. And it's really sad. Like I
It
saw
really is.
him probably a month before he passed, and it was at PWG at the Globe, because it was Jack's first PWG, and he was wrestling Brody King. And of course, I had my Brody King shirt on, and I've been wanting to meet Luke Perry for a long time, especially because Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, used to wrestle at one of my home promotions. Like I'd seen him wrestle for like fucking years and stuff. So it was kind of cool. But then again, I'm like, he didn't have merch at the time. So I'm like, I'll just wear my fucking Brody King shirt because it's a fucking cool fucking shirt, you know? Anyways, um, so kind of like what is your opinion on Jack Perry? Knowing that you watched his father, and stuff like that. Brody motherfucking King. Oh my god. If you saw that photo of him fucking doing a stage dive, I would be all fuck. Don't no. Dude, you're way too big, dude. Way too fucking big. Love Brody. Fucking love him. Brody fucking King. Van Nuys represent. Mhm. He's probably one of my favorite people. But no, I'm just curious, like, because some people like Jack is very polarizing, but the resemblance he has to his father fucking sometimes really blows me away. Even fucking Luke Perry's brother, who I met, looks like him too. You really like the Jungle Express? Marco wasn't necessary. But I also, with Luchasaurus, I have an issue with Luchasaurus.
There's
And
a lot of Luchasaurus issues, if we're being clear.
See what we're thinking about for New Japan, but the idea sounds fun. I think with his whole scapegoat thing, I think it's great because it's like his like rebellion. Because it makes me think of Naruto because Dylan was always the fucking rebellious one. But that's just me. So, but I will say, and Luchasaurus, the problem I have with Luchasaurus is when he was on the Indies. I saw him a lot. He would, after his match, I'm not seeing that view. It's a good thing. The scapegoat. He's still kind of doing it. I mean, he hasn't really been around anymore. He's probably on the fucking Tony Khan fucking let's ride the pine position.
He's on the Indies. That is an absolute fact.
Wait, what?
He is predominantly working the Indies. That is a fact.
Oh, is he now? No. Jungle Boy? Jack Perry?
Jack Perry is, as well as Luchasaurus. That is a fact.
Oh, I thought Luchasaurus was still injured. But anyways, I know Luchasaurus is doing autograph signings. There's a difference. But, whatever.
It's
tomato,
a
tomato.
difference. Who wants to bring somebody who can't do his finishing move without injuring someone?
Well, like I was saying with Luchasaurus, the biggest thing, I have 2 black boxes. Wow. The biggest issue.
Fuck me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can have 2 black boxes.
No, that's Tom's gimmick, and that's infringement. I'll be damned.
Infringement. Yeah, I will say that. What was bad about Kill Switch? Yeah, I know that. Now I hear a rumor now that because they're trying to do